Welcome once again to Warrior Wrestling here from Chicago. As Rich Swann makes his way down to the ring, we welcome you here from ringside. I'm Rich Bocchini alongside Nick Hausman. It is Warrior Wrestling 4, and Rich Swann, there's a shot of him. He's out in the crowd. He's a man that loves to be among the people.
Oh, of course, Rich Swann knows how to get a party going, and here we are at Warrior Wrestling. This is a party. There is no better party master.
Wentz and in our main event, SCU takes on Ohio versus everyone. This is going to be an incredible night here in Chicago.
Huge main event there with AEW tackling Impact Wrestling, SCU versus OVE. Of course, Brian Cage taking on all three members of the Rascals. But look who we've got in the ring right now. The current Impact Wrestling X Division champion, Rich Swann. And he's got a lot on his plate tonight.
Now, it is a scramble matchup, as we mentioned, so competitors coming at you from all directions. These scramble matches, very tough to predict a winner.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that may play to Rich Swann's favor here tonight. Probably the most experienced veteran in this match. And in the X Division, you get all kinds of things thrown at you.
Isaias Velazquez, a hometown hero here in Chicago. Recently saw him in action on MLW Fusion. He's a guy, Nick, you're a Chicago guy. You know Isaias pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Isaias Velazquez, one of the premier athletes to come out of Chicago, Illinois. One of the former freelance wrestling champions. Of course, that title is going to be on the line later tonight, defended by Kylie Rae. But Isaias Velazquez actually won that title when he defeated WWE's Mustafa Ali.
As we get kicked off here tonight in Chicago, we invite you to hit us up. Use the hashtag WW4.
I think it's hashtag Warrior4.
Is it Warrior4?
The actual
All right, never mind.
Don't listen to him.
Okay, well, use Warrior4 or WW4, whichever one you want to use. No, Warrior. Use the right one.
Okay, use the correct one.
No, but as we're getting going tonight, seriously, hit us up. Use the hashtag Warrior4. Let us know if the audio is all right.
Yes.
If you see everything all right, and we'll try to make adjustments from there.
Yeah, great call, Rich. Great call.
Well, they hired me for a reason, Nick.
I know they did.
I think our ring announcer, Kirby, should maybe try out to be the PA announcer for, I don't know, maybe the Chicago Fire? That would have been a great soccer goal call, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Shades of Robin Williams from Good Morning Vietnam. Just let that note hang there. And speaking of hanging there, speaking of hang time, El Gringo Loco here in the ring. Another premier athlete to come out of the Chicagoland area. Very prominent right now in MLW and really making a name for himself all over the country.
So six-man scramble matchup. We have three of the competitors in the ring. Isaias Velazquez, Gringo Loco, Rich Swann. Now this gentleman is slightly delusional. He refers to himself as Andrew the Giant. And the way that he moves around the ring from time to time, you almost get the sense that he thinks he's Andre the Giant.
He thinks he's the son of Andre the Giant. He's convinced of it, Rich. He's lost his mind. I agree.
Andrew Everett, of course, another one of those competitors in the highly contested X division over at Impact. And, whoa. Oh, boy. You know, Nick, I did a little research before this match here tonight, and I understand that Bryce Benjamin's entrance music is called Male Cheerleader.
Oh, that would make sense. I mean, look, he's out here. He's making a scene. I mean, he's shaking that booty like a cheerleader who's been thrown up into the air, you know. Look, the man screams sex appeal. He's Bryce Benjamin, another export from freelance wrestling, one of the original OGs of freelance wrestling. Great tag team athlete, but tonight he is going to be in singles competition here, and it's going to take more than just shaking his booty to come out on top against these 5 other men. See Isaias in the corner there, getting limber before the bout.
And the final entrant in this 6-man scramble matchup, Ace Austin. Wait for it. Oh, there it is. There's the hashtag, Warrior Wrestling 4.
Oh,
Nick, you were right. And
No, I was wrong too.
What do you mean?
But that is, I said it was Warrior 4, but that is incredible, that magic trick he just did there, making that staff, that cane appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, where was that?
There was it. I have no idea. He's magic, you know. And it's the art of misdirection that really gives Ace Austin advantages over his opponents. The unpredictability of it. You know, I think even if the ref checked him for a foreign object, probably wouldn't even find it. Probably wouldn't have found that cane.
It's like one of those professional shoplifters that'll kind of walk into the store wearing bike shorts and steal about a case full of razors.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
You know, I've heard you have sticky fingers.
You know, you are a sticky bandit. I'm not going to lie. And here we go, looking like
if it's not bolted down, don't trust Nick Hausman, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Andrew Everett tried to stick his hands.
Because he thinks he's Andre the Giant, or the son of Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to hear, but he's certainly making no friends. He's found himself in a compromising situation here, surrounded by everyone else in the match. And he's paying the price here. You know, you go up, you try to choke every man in the match, don't be surprised. And Andre the Giant style.
Whoa.
Oh.
Very quickly, everybody else continues to target Andrew Everett. Now, scramble matchup, Nick, how does this work? Oh, my God!
Scramble matchup. It is the first man to win a pinfall or submission. There's no tags. Everyone's in this thing from get up to go. This is what Chicago wrestling is all about. This, you know, there's Chicago-style pizza. There's Chicago-style hot dogs. What we're going to see right now, this is Chicago-style wrestling.
So you're saying these scramble matches originated here in Chicago?
I don't know if they originated here, but I certainly know that Freelance Wrestling made it a point to include a scramble match in all of their cards. And ever since then, really, you can find scramble matches on cards all over the country.
Yeah,
you know?
Pro Wrestling Revolver. I know, we're going to see Sammy Callahan and the Christ brothers later on. Well, Ohio versus everyone. Pro Wrestling Revolver always has those. They have a scramble champion, as a matter of fact.
The wonderful thing about a scramble match here, especially in a city like Chicago that is just flooded with so much great talent, right here, Isaias Velazquez, Bryce Benjamin, trading blows right here in the ring. These two are two of the quickest, most powerful athletes that Chicago's ever seen. Scramble matches give you a chance to get to taste all the flavors, all the varieties of wrestlers here in Chicago.
Velazquez connects with a high knee. Sends Benjamin to the outside and heads up. Velazquez winding up, full speed ahead. Suicide dive!
Starting it hot here early, and you know, you see that dive and you think about how you get head on head. It's when your back gets thrust into those steel guardrails there. That's what really is the punishing part of those suicide dives.
Gringo Loco, he calls himself the base god. But for your non-typical luchador, he really gets that crowd behind him, and for a guy that size, he moves around. Listen to this. The way he moves around, it's almost breathtaking.
Look. I thought I'd let the fans have a second to chime in there, Rich, before I got back here with you. But Absolutely. You know, the fans here in Chicago, they know Gringo Loco. He is he's a local export here. And, you know, not just out of Chicago, now getting to be known nationwide.
Wait a minute. Swann winding up.
Look at these two go.
Gringo Loco. Oh! Swann sends him flying with the head scissors.
Yeah, now Gringo Loco here, get that national exposure on MLW. Rich Swann getting that national exposure on Impact Wrestling. I mean, this is really two crowd fan favorites here. And Gringo Loco one step ahead here. These two really made for each other. These are the kinds of unique matchups you could see in a scramble.
Heads up for Ace Austin.
Oh! Look at the torque on that.
Connects on a double single leg drop kick, if that makes sense.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that, Rich.
Austin and Andrew Everett. I keep wanting to call him Adam Everett. I don't know why.
I have no idea either, Rich. But again, that's why they pay you the big bucks.
That's right.
So just think out loud. That's great.
Austin able to sweep the leg. Kick right to the sternum.
Oh, nice follow up there. Just before Andrew Everett even knew where he was, Ace Austin with that quick kick and another one right there in the jaw.
A low drop kick that time by Ace Austin in this six-man scramble matchup. And Austin going to the ring apron. Little one-handed cartwheel.
Oh, it's a half cartwheel.
Yeah, there's the full cartwheel. And Austin with something big in mind.
Where is this guy going, Rich?
All directions.
Oh!
Fosbury flop right over the top rope.
And that is the misdirection I was talking about, Rich, earlier. You know, this guy, Ace Austin, he's a magician. And that's the kind of stuff that magicians do. And Rich Swann here looks to want to get one up on him.
Oh! Gringo Loco! Diving over the top, and I think the floor just shook. I felt our announce table shake.
5 men hit the ground like that. That's over 1,000 pounds of muscle right there.
Swann not going to be outdone. Rich Swann, oh my God!
Death-defying Rich Swann putting it all on the line right there. And that's what you got to do. When you got this many competitors here, when you got this many opponents in a match, Rich, you got to take big risks for big rewards. If you want to come out on top and look right now, one of the men who was able to sneak away from that attack, Andrew Everett.
Oh, wait a minute. Everett. Off the top rope.
Beautiful.
Springboard moonsault to the outside. Took out everyone.
So graceful.
Especially for a guy that's 7'4".
You know, he would have you believe that, wouldn't he, Rich?
Yeah, well.
Yes, incredible that a man of that size, that stature, able to execute on a moonsault like that. And now all the men on the outside. Oh, we got Isaias Velazquez here. Looks to be the first to his feet. Rolling in Ace Austin here. And these two are going to get close up and personal. Isaias Velazquez looking to do something dangerous here.
Austin meets him.
Now, I say these two are going to get close up. Did you know that Chicago-style magic is close-up magic? That's what I think of when I look at Ace Austin here. Somebody's
like street magic.
Yeah, basically, yeah, busking. That was invented here in Chicago, and I'm not surprised to see Ace Austin here. Well, wait, what's going on? These bodies are stacking up.
Now, Swann and Austin. Now here comes Gringo Loco and Bryce Benjamin. This never ends well for anyone.
You know, and when you see these guys start to pile up like this, everybody here just trying to get an extra inch in. And what is happening?
Now let's see, double electric chair. And oh my God. Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. That was a standing, stalling double suplex. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did I get that one right?
Sure.
Wow.
Off the top rope, double electric chairs, and then it was Velazquez who went for the ride on the suplex, but I don't think Swann and Benjamin liked the result, and
how could
for that matter, I don't think Austin and even Everett.
And look at this goofball Everett back in here now. He's what? He's channeling Andre? I guess so. There's one choke slam.
Gringo Loco climbing the ropes.
He's hulking. I'd say he's hulking up, but he's Andreing up.
Everett with another choke slam. Velazquez,
quick kicks, fast feet.
Looking to level the playing field. Instead gets leveled with another choke slam by Andrew the Giant.
I cannot believe this nonsense, Rich. This man, he's in a zone right now. He's possessed.
Rich Swann, the last of the scramble participants who is yet to be choke slammed. He's able to spin free. Huge spinning heel kick. Uh-oh!
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Referee almost got it too.
Trying to look for that invisible man right now, I would think. Grab him by the throat, too.
I thought he died, didn't he?
He did. Oh, but no!
Oh, my God.
He's turned on himself, Rich! Andrew Everett lays out Andrew Everett with his own choke slam. And everybody's down. Everybody's down.
Why would you do that?
You know, when the soul, I should say, listen to that. When the soul of Andre the Giant, when the spirit of Andre comes inside of you and Andre wants to turn on himself and on you, that's what you get.
Well, he seems to be no worse for the wear. It's almost like split personalities, I guess.
You know, you got X Division Andrew Everett, you've got son Andre the Giant Andrew Everett. I think we're seeing X Division Andrew Everett here right now.
The agility to balance on that top turnbuckle.
So dangerous up there. Oh! Looking for that 600. And he ate the mat.
Bryce Benjamin dodged out of the way. Here's Benjamin. Plants Everett.
Beautiful from Isaias, but look up there in the corner. Gringo Loco.
Gringo connects with a big cutter. Here comes Rich Swann.
Beautiful. Shades at Jay Lethal right there with that lethal ejection. And now Rich Swann feeling the energy of the room. A sold-out crowd here at Warrior Wrestling.
Always a night of marquee action here in Chicagoland at Warrior Wrestling. It is Ace Austin and Rich Swann trading blows center of the ring. Swann, little subterfuge with the left hand. Series of kicks from Swann, answered by Ace Austin. Swann's wobbly, ducks under. Oh!
I'd say miscommunication, but I think they miscommunicated with themselves on that one.
Full speed ahead. Oh! Austin with the fold. The running blockbuster. That's it.
Incredible.
Ace Austin gets the victory here tonight in Chicago. That running blockbuster, so effective. He calls it the fold. Ace Austin with the win here tonight in our opening matchup, a six-man scramble.
Yeah, you know, great bout there. Huge surprise in victory there from Ace Austin. Obviously, I think the odds-on favorite there in that match was Rich Swann, of course, the sitting, standing Impact Wrestling X Division champion. I mean, with a victory here, Ace Austin has really sent a message to not just the whole pro wrestling landscape, but directly to Impact Wrestling management. That's the kind of victory you need right now in the current landscape of pro wrestling. You need to be putting up big victories. There's a lot of eyeballs on you. I mean, even here tonight, we've got several members of the AEW roster in the house, and you know that this guy's got to be looked at right now.
Well, on the way, Brian Pillman Jr. is set to square off with the Eagle, Robert Anthony. As Ace Austin gets the victory in our opening matchup here tonight, we want to show you what sparked the rivalry between Anthony and Pillman.
Who's the man? Don't you forget who the man is. Frankie, I'm with you.
You're just going to look at what sparked the rivalry between Pillman Jr., Frank the Clown, and Robert Anthony. And I can't believe that. Why would we give Frank the Clown a microphone?
Look, you give Frank the Clown a microphone, Rich, because he's a very entertaining guy. I mean, Robert Ego Anthony has been around the block here a couple times. I mean, we talk about great Chicago talent. Robert Anthony is like...
hold on, wait a minute. Where is Robert Anthony?
Well, I'm sure he's stretching in the back. He's doing his DDP yoga. He's working his rock garden. He's finding a place of zen right now backstage. He's going to let Frank the Clown come out here, set the stage, let everybody know why Frank is great, why Robert is great. And really, Rich, we talk about how this match came together. I think we know how this match came together, Rich. I think we all know Brian Pillman Jr. is very jealous of Frank and Rob. And I think that's what this is,
You're kidding me, right?
No, of course not. I mean, Brian Pillman, he comes from a wrestling family. I know his father was great. But Frank the Clown is dating Noelle Foley.
The most recognizable, quintessential, worldly renowned, the international icon, and lest we not forget, WWE Network megastar!
Yeah, he's great.
It is I,
Oh, come on.
Mr. Warrior Wrestling, Frank the Clown.
Mr. Warrior Wrestling, Frank the Clown.
Yeah.
The audacity.
Look good or what? Look good, feel good, and I'm rocking this rainbow Gucci mink, and without me, this entire Warrior Wrestling ship sinks. Now let me ask you all a question. Why is it that you guys like Brian Pillman Jr.? I just don't get it. I don't understand. He comes out with his one-legged tights, looking like Zachary from 2011. He's got the longest, filthiest, greasiest hair. He looks like a low-run Joe Dirt stunt double. But most importantly, good old Junior is a loser. And see, all of you should be cheering for me. I should be your idol. Because I made something of myself instead of sitting amongst all you mongoloids.
Self-made man, Rich.
Mongoloids. Now you see, good old Junior, he actually asked for this match. And the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. At Warrior Wrestling 3, my boy Robert Ego Anthony pinned Brian Pillman Jr. in the middle of this ring, fair and square, baby. Yeah, fair and square. You saw it, fair and square. So now we're gonna have to just give Junior a little beat down again from his new daddy. So without further ado, let me introduce to you my big, beautiful, burly buzzsaw at 6'3", 240 pounds. I give to you Robert Ego Anthony.
What is happening here right now?
I mean, I'm lost in it, personally, Rich. I mean, this is beautiful art, is what this is right now.
I'm speechless from all the garbage that comes out of Frank the Clown's mouth.
Garbage.
Yeah. WWE Network superstar? I mean, that's a little...
If by garbage you mean gold bars, then yes, I agree. Frank the Clown is a genius.
Now, Robert Anthony is, in his mind, a legend here in the city of Chicago.
Oh, well, I mean, look, let's be real here. Robert Ego Anthony, I mean, he is trained down in FCW. He was under a WWE developmental contract. He's made appearances on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, he was in at Deep South. Deep South has been closed for 12 years, Nick.
Well, he was there, to be fair, Rich, and, there's a lot of great talent in Chicago, but not everybody has the pedigree. I mean, look at this. Look at Robert. He looks like an action figure taken out of the box, walking around. This is the guy you have beat up G.I. Joe in the living room. Rich is Robert Ego Anthony, and these two are friends. Friends. You wouldn't know that, Rich. You wouldn't know that kind of friendship. I don't know that you have friends like that.
And there is Brian Pillman Jr., the son, of course, obviously of the late great Brian Pillman.
Yep.
Now, I got to be honest with you here. Frank the Clown may have had a point when he mentioned the resemblance with the hairdo.
Oh, yeah, of the Joe Dirt. 100%. Look, Brian Pillman Jr., he may as well have been David Spade's stunt double in Joe Dirt. By the way, and I'm not talking trash about the movie Joe Dirt. Great film.
You're talking trash about Brian Pillman Jr.
I would never talk trash about Brian Pillman Jr. Of course not. I'm just saying, Joe Dirt-esque. I think a lot of the things that Frank said about Brian.
Oh, here we go.
Look at that.
Wasting no time at all. Referee calls for the bell in this.
Not a surprise, Rich. I mean, a lot of animosity between these two men, and when you have a feud like this where you got two guys that just want to get at each other's throats, you're not going to see, long wrestles at the beginning. You're going to see some clubbering and some punching, and I predict that's going to break down here pretty quick.
Brian Pillman, a youngster here in the sport of professional wrestling, has only been in the business about a year and a half. He's already put on a lot of size, especially upper body size in that year.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's very fortunate right now, obviously a part of the Hart Foundation in MLW, to get to the center of the learning tree of a great grappler like Davey Boy Smith Jr. and a high flyer maniac madman in Teddy Hart. You're going to see all of everything, the whole spectrum of both those two guys right there in Brian Pillman Jr.
Robert Anthony getting some instruction perhaps from Frank the Clown. And listen, I'm not taking anything away from the accolades of all Ego Robert Anthony. Spent some time, as you said, in FCW, in Deep South. I'm simply making the point, in his mind, he's this gigantic legend. And I think that Brian Pillman has something to say about that. You want to talk about a legend? Talk about my dad and what I carry on in that legacy.
Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, look, the guy has built his own legacy for sure here, but he's still got to pay his dues. Robert Ego Anthony, like I said, he's been to the big show. He's been on national TV. He's taken chops. I'm pretty sure the game he's playing right now is he's letting Pillman wear himself out. That's a young buck right there, in Brian Pillman Jr., and Ego's going to play games with him.
Drop kick into corner uppercut, and now Pillman fakes the stalling drop kick. Did he poke him in the eye, or was it just a slap?
That looked like a slap to the face there, but that was good. And
trading those chops back and forth. I think it's interesting that you scouted Anthony here, saying that in your mind he's just trying to let Pillman wear himself out. I mean, that's effective if you're a vet. Oh! A big power bomb. Gets a 2 count, and right into the single leg crab.
And you can look at that here. You see how he wraps his forearm underneath the knee of Brian Pillman right there? It's not just a half crab. He's really applying a lot of the pressure, more so on the knee. I mean, obviously the lower back, you're going to get a lot of muscles being torn there right now. I mean, you can see that pain, that agony in Brian Pillman Jr.'s face right now. But when you drop that forearm underneath the knee, it allows you to, and look at Frank the Clown there taunting Brian Pillman Jr. from the side as Pillman trying to get near that rope. You can see the referee talking to Brian, telling him he's not going to be able to release that hold unless he can get to that rope. If he can get to that rope, he can break that hold, and he's so close. His fingertips are right there. Frank the Clown taunting him, and there he is.
Finally able to grab hold and...
Wait, did the referee see it? Frank the Clown
I guess not. Yeah, Frank. No, referee definitely saw it.
Okay.
Referee definitely saw it.
Frank the Clown there with a last-second attempt, I guess.
Interesting strategy, I think, by Anthony as he had that half crab locked in. Obviously, he knew that Pillman was going to try to inch himself towards the bottom rope, but that just gave him time to lock in that clamp a little bit tighter, and you saw him raining down elbows and punches into the knee.
Exactly. And, that's the thing is, just because Robert Ego Anthony has never main evented a WrestleMania, I mean, this guy is a former CZW world champion. This guy knows how to be on the top of the card, and he's picked up a lot of tricks along the way. And look at this surfboard stretch here. Wow!
Anthony into the cover to put this away. Pillman out at 2.5.
The height on that, again, Robert Ego Anthony, 6'3", long legs there, pushing Brian Pillman Jr. to the rafters, dropping him straight to his face.
Well, Anthony, of course, talked about some of his accolades. How about the run that he had with RPW and who he beat to capture that RPW heavyweight championship, which he went on to hold for a little more than a year and a half or so. Jay Bradley and Bobby Lashley.
Two big hosses right there, Bobby Lashley and Jay Bradley. And now it looks like Brian Pillman Jr. has a bit of control. He's going to build up some momentum here, try for something big.
Connects with a drop kick, and Anthony got jettisoned over the guardrail into the front row neck.
And Brian Pillman now
wait a
adjusting
minute,
those
hold
knee
on
pads.
here, wait
what
a
is he
minute.
getting ready for?
Wait a minute, they are clearing out the front row. Oh my God, what is Pillman doing? What is Pillman doing? Oh my God! Oh my God!
That what we talk about the influence he's had from the Hart Foundation. That is Teddy Hart's name all over it right there. Cat-like balance, Rich. Got right up to that top rope like it was nothing.
And kind of teetered there dangerously for half a second and launched himself as like a pendulum. The momentum shifted forward. He just flung himself. I mean, that is caution to the wind.
Up and over the guardrails there, going over the moat, and look at Robert Ego Anthony's face. He is just white as a ghost, not even sure what just hit him.
Oh, he's busted open too. Looks like he's bleeding from the mouth.
Oh,
and Pillman going to drop quickly down into the cover, hooks the inside leg, and Anthony out at 2 3/4.
I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Robert Ego Anthony here bleeding from the mouth. Of course, he just got hit like a freight train by Brian Pillman Jr. flying to the outside. I mean, Brian Pillman Jr., no small guy in his own right. I mean, Brian Pillman Jr., what is Frank doing here?
Grab and hold one of those confetti guns, and that allows the distraction. Enough time for Anthony to nail the Death Valley driver into the cover.
And there it is. That is why you get into bed with Frank the Clown.
You were saying, Nick.
I was saying that's why you get in bed with Frank the Clown, right? You want to share space. You want to put your trust in this guy. Frank the Clown.
Now, come on, enough's enough here.
Beat him down. Frank, you made your point.
Beat him down. The match is over. You proved your point. You won the match. And once again, Brian Pillman.
Look, Brian Pillman.
You know what? Brian Pillman got stiffed once again, courtesy Frank the Clown.
Well, look, Brian Pillman Jr. wants to get all cocksure of himself. And wait, what's Robert Ego Anthony doing here? He's taping up Brian Pillman Jr.'s hands. They're immobilizing this guy. You know, Rich, like I said, they want to send a message to this guy. Brian Pillman Jr., he wants to get all hot in the back. He wants to call out Frank. He wants to call out Rob. Sure, go ahead. You don't know the kind of men you are messing with here, Rich. These are sick men.
Oh, come on.
Pair of scissors from Frank the Clown.
Now, wait a minute. What is...
They are not, Rich, I can't believe... That mullet of Brian Pillman Jr.'s, that's shades of his father.
Oh, my God.
Now, I'm fans of these guys, but this could be a step too far, Rich.
Now, oh, come on now here. That is like cutting off Samson's hair.
That is an iconic Pillman look. And a lock of the mullet in the hands of Frank the Clown. And the fans here at Warrior Wrestling are absolutely disgusted by the actions of Frank the Clown and Robert Ego Anthony. And, you know, I defend these guys to a point.
How do you defend actions like that? The match is over.
Well, look, I'll get back on track. Here's how I defend that, Rich, because like I said, Brian Pillman Jr., he wants to come in here, house of fire. He wants to be shooting his mouth off. He wants to be picking fights. You don't know what you're going to get with these two. I mean, again, Robert Ego Anthony, journeyman of Chicago wrestling, nothing to lose. Frank the Clown, absolute psychopath, dressed like a clown. Why mess with these guys? You want to grab the bull by the horns? Don't be surprised when you get gored.
Well, Pillman challenged Ego to the singles matchup after what happened in the free-for-all match at Warrior Wrestling 3. Pillman coming up short once again, and Frank the Clown inserting himself into the outcome. You get the feeling it's not the last that we've heard of this rivalry between Anthony and Pillman Jr.
No, this looks far from over, Rich. I mean, the look of fury on Brian Pillman's face.
He's charging after Anthony. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a camera back there or not.
Well, hopefully we can get an update on what's going down between these men right now, because
still lots to get to here tonight. On the way, Moose will battle Wardlow. We've got Sam Adonis going a one-on-one with LA Park, and I'm super excited for our main event here tonight with SCU battling OVE.
Yes, and we are about to see a battle of behemoths here as we prep for those main events we've been talking about.
Final match is a singles contest. Introducing first from the Moose Nation, Mr. Impact Wrestling, Moose.
Former collegiate football player at Syracuse University, former NFLer, and has made his name in the past couple of years in professional wrestling. And listen to the crowd here in Chicago.
Very sheepish, Rich, the way they all kind of go in unison like that to Moose.
Very what?
Sheepish?
Why would you say it's sheepish?
I said sheepish, is in the sense that, they're sheep. They're all going in unison with...
What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it's a fun name. Moose. But, I mean, look, this guy right here, Moose, for as long as I've known him, does not care if you want to follow along with him. He's not looking for followers, Rich. He's a leader. He's front of the pack.
Excited to see this young man here, Wardlow, 6'2", 250 pounds.
Yeah, and
Wardlow eliminated several men in that free-for-all match back at Warrior Wrestling 3. And you know what? Interesting note about Wardlow. Did you know that he once Death Valley drivered an opponent through the ring in a steel cage match? That's just a sense of how strong this man is.
Strong, big, and heavy, right? To put a hole through the bottom of a ring. I'm sure the guy that he was giving that Death Valley driver to was probably huge. Probably 300, 400, 500 pounds. I mean, Wardlow is a big guy. That guy can pick up some weight. He drops his weight down on top of the weight of the other guy. We're talking 500 pounds plus another, 280 pounds here. That's 780 pounds of pressure that's going to be going through the bottom of the ring. I mean, that's Scott Steiner math right there. And that's the kind of math you got to apply to a guy like Wardlow. Look at that guy. You could fit 2 Scott Steiners inside a Wardlow. Maybe a Rick, too. Maybe 2 Scotts on top and a Rick on bottom.
I have no idea what you just said or the numbers that you just added, whether or not they make sense or not. But what I do know is that Moose and Wardlow going to go one-on-one here. These two giants in the ring here tonight in Chicago at Warrior Wrestling 4.
Yeah, and look at Moose. Moose looks like he's having a good time here. All smiles, hopping around. I think that he looks at this Wardlow guy, and I mean, look, Moose was voted, best breakout superstar here 2-3 years ago by the Wrestling Observer. He is on the move. He is a main event player now in Impact Wrestling, and I don't think he's taking Wardlow seriously here tonight.
He's had a rivalry over an Impact with Brian Cage.
Yeah, Brian Cage.
We'll see him in action later on tonight, but we've seen Moose involved in world title matches in Impact, and you really think that it's only a matter of time until he really solidifies himself in that main event world championship picture. At one point he was the grand champion, but at what point does Moose really break through to the next level?
A great point, and as I brought up earlier, Warrior Wrestling is a promotion that has all eyeballs on it, you know, and it's not just Impact that's watching, it's AEW, it's ROH, it's New Japan, it's everybody's here. And winning a match at Warrior Wrestling, putting on a great performance, that's the kind of stuff that catches people's eyes. And this could be the night. I mean, this is the right opponent, a big powerhouse in Wardlow. And Moose is moving him around, and Wardlow is frustrated by that. I don't think that he's used to having to go up against another big muscle guy here like Moose.
Moose with a bit of a size advantage, not much on Wardlow, but he does have an advantage in that department.
I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell by the look of him.
Wardlow, I get the sense, is maybe a bit more agile than Moose, but well, took that right out of my mouth because
you said that.
He kept up.
Yeah, look at Moose there. I mean, but again, Moose is a versatile, purebred, all-American athlete. I mean, this guy has got everything it takes to be on top of the mountain. Wardlow, again, we don't know this guy so well.
Oh, boy. Wardlow, got the sense that he was going to wind up and go flying. Moose quickly back into the ring, connected with an uppercut.
That is not a good idea for a guy that size. You know, if I'm Wardlow,
wow, huge back body drop.
Yeah, and that's something that'll slip a disc in your back there when you hit the mat at that, you know, that altitude, that hard into the ring. You know, but that's...
Well, think about what it took for Wardlow to send Moose up and over like that.
Oh, I'm not trying to discount Wardlow here. I'm just saying you got to make smart choices when you're in the ring with Moose. If you're going to think to yourself, hey, I'm going to go flying over the top rope, I'm going to go do a 600 off the top rope, you don't want to be doing that. You want to use the power, the strength that you've got. You're the younger of the two guys here. Wear this guy down. Don't allow yourself to get caught in a compromising position. I mean, look, Moose is known for that no jackhammer needed spear. If he sees Wardlow flying at him from some weird direction, just like that, wow. Wardlow looked like he was going to jump, and Moose just laid him out with a big fist like that.
6'5", 295 pounds. Moose is a powerhouse, former NFLer, drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in the 5th round back in 2006. As Wardlow back on his feet as the count continues, referee to the 7 count, and he's very slowly back up to the ring apron. Moose is there, and that will break the count. Moose just glomming him.
Looked like he was ripping away at the eyeballs.
I don't know whether or not he was chomping on the forehead or what. It was tough to tell from that angle.
No, definitely trying to do some damage, and now Moose standing tall in the ring, and Wardlow, wisely, in my opinion. Oh.
Did you see how Moose did not back off? He was staying right around those ropes. Sensing that Wardlow a little bit off balance, was going to climb back in the ring, and Moose was there to meet him with a big kick, and now in the center of the ring, making a show of raining those right hands down into the forehead.
And again, Rich, you know, this is exactly the message Moose is trying to send here. He's saying to Warrior Wrestling Management, some of your biggest, baddest guys, I'm going to knock them down, because let's be real here. Moose, much like Wardlow, I'm sure, they're looking up the ladder here in Warrior Wrestling. They know that Brian Cage is the current Warrior Wrestling champion. I mean, granted, he's going to be taking on all 3 members of the Rascals tonight. But if Brian Cage comes out on top, I mean, what one man is going to be able to take on a Brian Cage? You're going to need that big bad power. You're going to need to be a Moose. You're going to need to be a Wardlow type.
Yeah, see, I was right. Moose was taking a chunk out of Wardlow's forehead.
Well, first of all, Moose the man, just like Moose the animal, you don't want to get bit by him. Strong jaws. Very strong jaws.
You have experience in this department.
I've never been bit by a moose, but I have been bit by a horse, and it hurts, Rich. You don't want to get your arm near a horse or a moose, or this actual moose in the ring.
Moose with the chin lock clamped in. Wardlow with nowhere to go. Excited to have you along tonight here on the High Spots Wrestling Network. We are live at Marion Catholic High School, just outside of Chicago, Illinois. Warrior Wrestling 4. My name's Rich Bocchini. Nick Hausman of WrestlingInc.com joining me. Right now it is Moose and Wardlow in action. And Wardlow with momentum off the ropes, running kick. Got Moose right in the side of the skull. Moose answers back with a running forearm.
Man, and a forearm, you know, every pro wrestler throws a hard forearm. I mean, forearm's tough part of the body there, a lot of bone. But you throw all that muscle.
Moose into the cover. And Wardlow out at 2.
You throw all that muscle that Moose has got in behind that forearm there. That's not just a forearm. I mean, that is a weapon. That's like getting hit by a ball bat.
Might have gotten the elbow in there as well. You see Moose every time he wants to get the crowd behind him, like he's driving the old 18-wheeler.
Oh, sure.
Pulling down on the horn. Gets the people chanting Moose.
And he's sweating like he's been in the cab of an 18-wheeler.
Wow! Moose sent Wardlow into the turnbuckles with such momentum that not only did the rope shake and you could hear the clank, it almost sounded like a hockey puck hitting off the crossbar. Moose toppled himself.
You got to be careful when you're Moose. I mean, look, I know these guys are trying to win this match, but you brought up how Wardlow, he's broken a ring before, putting guys through it. Moose throws Wardlow that hard again into a turnbuckle there. We could see this ring collapse. I mean, we might have to take some serious time to fix the ring to continue the show. You got to, again, putting a lot of pressure on the ring itself here, Rich.
And you hear that clank sound. That's the metal of the turnbuckle hitting up against the ring post.
Well, fortunately here we at Warrior Wrestling, we have one of the best ring crews in the entire world. Merle, BD, Zach do a great job here. This is a very structurally well-built ring.
Yeah, but imagine if you're Wardlow. Wait a minute. Oh. Imagine what that feels like, getting thrown back first into the turnbuckles with such force that the ropes themselves are being pushed back. Look, you see where they connect there?
I see
That's
it.
an inch and a half for that metal to push back. Think about what that does to your back.
Look, I'm thinking about what it does to your back. I'm thinking of what it does to the long-term repercussions of the show here tonight. Again, I know that this is a well-built ring, but these are two monsters right now, and they're throwing a lot of weight around. You know, I would just hate to see the night ruined by these two guys, you know, beating each other too hard, using the ring as a weapon. You know, it's getting kind of scary here how long this is going on. These two big bad men are going to get desperate here. And look, exactly what I'm talking about. What is he doing?
This is a family-friendly show, is it not?
I thought he was going to maybe get some brass knuckles, but I think he's just got something that smells like brass on his fingers right now.
That's disgusting.
I think that's how you get pink eye.
Wonder if Moose has been hanging around with Sammy Callahan lately or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that only fired Wardlow up, though, didn't it?
I mean, look, there is nothing more disrespectful.
Oh, my God, wow! German suplex by Moose. Or I should say by Wardlow.
Yeah, Wardlow
delivers to Moose.
Wardlow doing his best Brock Lesnar here.
Third time? No, Moose able to fight free. Missed with the lariat. Moose planted that time, and Wardlow into the cover. Hooks the leg. Is that enough? Kick out at 2.
And finally, we are seeing some fight here out of Wardlow. You know, Moose, again, has been in control a large part of the match here. I mean, the veteran, he's got the size advantage. He's more comfortable, I think, in front of a live crowd, which I don't think a lot of people take into consideration when you're putting two guys into the ring together for the first time. I mean, this crowd is not going to shake Moose. It might get into Wardlow's head a little bit.
Wardlow able to get the leg up, kick right to the face, and look at Moose here. Oh! Chokeslam powerbomb into the cover. And Wardlow at the very last moment pops the shoulder off.
I really thought that was it, Rich. I mean, you look at the face of Moose right here, and I think he thought that was it as well. You know, he's only got so many moves in his arsenal. I know we got a couple aces left. I know he's got a couple aces left up his sleeve here, but not a whole lot. I'm talking 1, 2, maybe 3 aces, Rich, and then you're starting to throw jokers out there.
The strength of Moose picking up Wardlow from that deadlift position. Trading kicks back and forth in the center of the ring, and a headbutt by Moose. Wardlow, oh my God!
Inside out!
Wardlow with Moose up.
There's that Death Valley driver.
Plants him. Cover.
Oh! These two men are hitting each other so hard, they're breaking our stream momentarily, Rich. And that's really something there. You know, when you're smacking somebody so hard that the energy waves and the molecules around it start to dissipate, that's a real hit right there, Rich.
Wardlow climbed into the top rope. Has Moose dead to rights. Wardlow, oh my God, what a counter by Moose. Cut the knees up.
This guy should be watching Lex Luger, not Jeff Hardy. And Moose are over there waiting in the wings.
Wardlow up and over. And he steals it. Whoa! Wardlow steals it. like Moose was setting up for...
Well, Moose not happy here, Rich.
No, not at all. He was going for that no jackhammer needed spear.
And he's getting the heck out of dodge here.
Wardlow saw what was coming, little sunset flip, and that was enough to put Moose away.
Man, not since I've seen Goldberg beat Hugh Morris have I seen a big man surprise me like this. That was an impressive outing by Wardlow. A lot of the fans here in attendance at Warrior Wrestling on their feet applauding on this man. This is a homegrown Warrior Wrestling talent right here, and Wardlow showing what he's got.
Think about this. Moose nailed Wardlow with his sit-out choke bomb. He calls it the go to hell. He's put many away with it. Wardlow powered out, was able to dodge the hit stick and put it away with a sunset flip. Wardlow with the victory here tonight at Warrior Wrestling 4. Still lots more to come, including our first women's matchup, which is on the way. Kylie Rae set to go one-on-one with Britt Baker.
Not just go one-on-one here, she is set to defend the Freelance Wrestling Championship against Britt Baker here. We got title matches here on the card tonight. I think we got 3 of them here. Between this, the Progress title, Jordynne Grace is going to defend later, and of course, Brian Cage's Warrior Wrestling Championship.
Singles contest, and it's for the Freelance Wrestling World Championship.
And it is not a gimmick, it is not a joke, it is legitimate. Britt Baker, a practicing dentist in the Orlando area.
Yep.
And as announced from Brittsburg, Pennsylvania.
I'm not going to lie. I'm scared of Britt Baker. I hate dentists. Like, the idea of her, I mean, I would be intimidated in the ring just thinking about the pain a dentist could inflict on me, you know? Gets me in the corner there. Maybe I go under for a second. I wake up, half my teeth are gone. I don't know.
The current Freelance Wrestling Champion and is defending that championship here tonight. Kylie Rae, Chicago's own.
Yeah, Chicago's own. She's the current Freelance Wrestling Champion. As you can hear blaring in the background, that is the theme song to Pokemon. And that is because Kylie Rae is all Pokemon Go and no Pokemon Stop.
Recently signed with AEW, and interesting to note that both competitors in this matchup among the first 2 females to sign with AEW.
Yet not to have a measuring stick.
Hometown advantage for Kylie.
Oh, 100% here. You know, not to say anything about, you know, because both these women were signed, but Britt Baker was the first signed AEW talent. Overall, not just first woman, first ever talent signed to AEW, Britt Baker there. And, of course, Kylie Rae, the current Freelance Wrestling Champion, a wonderful history of Freelance Wrestling Champions, former Freelance Wrestling Champions, GPA, Isaias Velazquez, who we saw here earlier tonight, and, of course, WWE superstar Mustafa Ali, a former Freelance Wrestling Champion. Really what put him on the map and got attention from WWE, now main eventing pay-per-views and WWE SmackDown events. Kylie Rae wearing her Charizard gear tonight.
What?
Charizard. It's a fire Pokemon.
I'm sorry?
Charizard? Fire Pokemon?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Charizard. It's a Pokemon.
I know what Pokemon is. I don't know. There's a wrestling match going on here, Nick.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying because Kylie Rae has several different Pokemon outfits, and tonight she's channeling.
Okay, so then what is Britt Baker wearing then? Is that for St. Patrick's Day then? Is that why the green and white?
Could be. I have no idea. I don't know. It's not Pokemon themed. I have no idea. If it was a Pokemon themed, it would be Venusaur.
These two will battle at Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. Britt Baker will take on Kylie and Nyla Rose in a triple threat matchup.
Yeah, that is a huge match in AEW. Of course, AEW just getting their women's division off the ground here. Obviously, this is only going to be their second show following All In. So huge ramifications there in that match, and this is a chance for these women to get a little bit of a mental edge, I think, on the other going into that. I mean, if you can walk into a big bout like that, knowing you can already beat one of the other two women in the match, I mean, I think that gives you a huge advantage, a sense of calmness, a sense of confidence. And look at Kylie Rae here talking about confident, just stretching out Britt Baker, pulling that arm out of the socket like it's a bicuspid.
Side headlock. On tight. Kylie Rae has held nearly every championship that there is to hold here in the Chicagoland area. The Zello Pro Championship, she beat Tessa Blanchard. The AAW Women's Championship, she beat Kimberly. And the current title that she holds, the Freelance Championship, as you mentioned, defeated Isaias Velazquez, who we saw earlier on tonight in our opening matchup.
I think it's interesting here with Kylie Rae. Kylie Rae and Gringo Loco are really, I think, the only two.
Nice reversal there by Britt.
Kylie Rae and Gringo Loco, I think, are the only two performers in the Chicagoland area that really work both AEW and freelance wrestling. I mean, like a lot of cities, Chicago promoters, they can be very picky about who gets to work where. And Kylie Rae really transcending that aspect of the business. She's not allowing promoters to tell her where and when she can and can't compete. And,
look at that little pat on the head. That was nice of Kylie.
She's a fantastic competitor. But Kylie Rae not taking no from anybody right now. I think Britt Baker's heard about enough here tonight.
My sense from only having seen Kylie Rae compete on a handful of occasions is that, especially you get the crowd chanting like that, she's very easy to get distracted. It's very easy to get off her game.
Oh, well,
it's like, look over here, shiny object over here. And Britt into the cover and a kick out at two. Yeah, I mean, that nearly cost her the title.
Yes, I think there is something to be said about Kylie Rae and how she does enjoy playing to the fans and how that can be a detriment to her. And I think Britt Baker has put two and two together and figured out exactly what you're talking about, Rich. Look, she's got her tied up like a fly in the spider's web right now.
Clamping on the chin lock is Kylie. She's trying to get back to a vertical base. Well-placed elbow into the gut. And Kylie back down to a seated position.
You know, it's a
modified abdominal stretch by Baker.
It's interesting to note here, you know, with freelance wrestling, she is the freelance wrestling champion. This isn't the freelance wrestling women's champion. I mean, in freelance wrestling, there is only one championship. So Kylie Rae, she's used to mixing it up not with just women, but also men too. I mean, she can take a lot of punishment. And Britt Baker seems to be looking to take her up on that here. I mean, if anybody knows how to dish out punishment, it's a dentist.
Kylie Rae answers after taking an elbow into the back with a running uppercut. That collapses Baker, who's sitting prone in the corner. Kylie going to the opposite side, lining her up. Here she comes, full speed ahead, cannonballs herself into the turnbuckle. Britt Baker drags her to the middle of the ring for the championship. And a kick out at two. Right back down into the cover. Has the legs hooked at Kylie Rae, who is really favoring her lower back.
Look at that leg, yeah.
Everything that it took her to kick out. I mean, she's in a heap of trouble right here.
She can't even seem to get to her feet right now, Rich. It seems like it's her back, maybe her side.
I was going to say maybe you get that sciatic nerve from the lower back goes shooting numb down your leg. And
yeah.
Next thing you know, you can't feel your leg.
Yeah.
How do you compete?
Well, you don't. You exactly like that. You can see your knee gave out underneath her right there, Rich. I think you're absolutely right. And you can see her foot right now on its side.
Well,
it's almost like...
I don't know that I like this, Nick.
No. I mean, you can see...
Kylie Rae's right foot. Oh,
just ragdolled there. And again, look at her. She keeps going back to the ropes, Rich, to keep her support up there.
Look at the way that right ankle is turned in.
The referee doing a good job here checking in with Kylie. I mean, he doesn't want this match to keep going if she's not going to be able to compete. And Kylie is not waved off yet, and she's got a good hold of that rope, and she's making that her best friend right now.
Now she is trying to fight through the pain as the adrenaline kicks in, but I'm kind of concerned here for Kylie Rae. Again, you see the way that ankle is just kind of hanging there. Kylie able to flip up, and oh man!
And a
super kick into the cover. Is that enough to put it away? No.
Light on her feet there. You saw as quick as she was able to get off that kick, she fell right to her knees and flopped down on top of Britt. Is she going to be able to get back up onto her feet right now? Again, it didn't even really seem like she got to her feet fully there, Rich. She was flying through the air. Very, very graceful, but here she is running full speed.
Corner cannonball. Baker seeing stars. Kylie into the cover and a kick out at 2 by Britt Baker, and Kylie Rae into the crossface.
And this could be all she wrote. Kylie Rae put away a ton of opponents with this crossface.
Baker squirming to try to get herself to the ropes, has the shoulders down. And Kylie Rae has to release the hold as Baker is able to pin her. Look at this. Rolling forearm smash. Baker setting up. Looking for the fisherman suplex.
These two women know each other so well.
Sling blade. Baker into the cover for the freelance title. And it is still not enough. Britt Baker throwing everything at Kylie Rae. Nailed her with a sling blade. And Kylie has taken a tremendous amount of punishment. Looks like she got at least a little bit of feeling back in that right leg, but there's still going to be some concern. I'll be curious to see, and hopefully we can update you as the night goes on, whether or not legitimately she's fighting through a tremendous amount of pain right now with the right leg, because the way that leg was folded up is very concerning.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if she wasn't dealing with a tremendous, and look again, her leg gave out right underneath her. But Rich, when you get in a situation like this where you know you're trying to make an impression, and not just make an impression, defend your title. I mean, if she loses here tonight, Britt Baker becomes the freelance wrestling champion, Rich. I don't even know if she'd want to defend that title. I don't even know if she knows what freelance wrestling is.
Kylie Rae connects with a super kick. Answered back by Baker. Kylie's staggered. Baker seems to be in control, but not by much.
I don't think either woman's in control right now. This is like two scarecrows trying to keep each other up in the wind.
Kylie Rae plants Baker again into the crossface, and this could be enough. That's clamped in tight. Baker's thinking about it. She has nowhere to go.
And here, she tried to reverse it into a pin, Rich. Smart move on Britt, but no, Kylie able to get that leg around her arm, prevent her from rolling over, but Britt Baker here.
Shoulders are down, Baker. Now her shoulders are down.
Quick series of pins.
Baker back the other way. And now it is Kylie Rae who's thinking about giving up. Kylie Rae could be giving up.
Wait, look behind him right there, Rich.
Wait a minute, this is Jessica Havoc. What the hell is Jessica Havoc doing here?
Jessica Havoc, I didn't even know she was in the building tonight, Rich. I didn't see her backstage. And what an imposing force Jessica Havoc is.
Jessica Havoc, right as it appeared that Kylie Rae might be ready to tap out, Jessica Havoc came charging in. I don't think Kylie realizes who's behind her.
No, I don't think so either. I think she might be getting an idea of it now, though, as she bumped straight into her.
Oh, dear.
Not so smiley as Kylie at the moment.
Havoc decimating the freelance wrestling champion, Kylie Rae.
And could this be a preview for Double or Nothing? As it goes, of course, Britt Baker and Kylie are going to be taking on Nyla Rose with the same kind of...
Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no! Double choke slam by Havoc. And what is this? Sami Callihan. Ohio versus everything is here. Jake Christ, Dave Christ, Sami Callihan.
And the wise old sage, is he coming to us? What do you need? Austin, what do you... Austin Aries yelling at us over here in the commentary booth.
Austin Aries is looking for a microphone.
Okay, he seems to have found one. Or as Sammy Callahan calls him.
This ain't your company. Your time's up, so get to the back. I'm gonna put you on the show.
Austin Aries here we can touch him right now. He's within walking distance.
And Aries just had a very pointed message for Callahan and the members of OVE.
I'm not going to lie, Rich.
It's like anniversary, bro. Get to the back. You can't just eat in everybody's time. You can't eat in everybody's time. Go to the back.
Very uncomfortable right now. These two men, Austin Aries and Sammy Callahan, have been exchanging very tense words over on Twitter. Very, very heated. And you can see behind us, I see Austin Aries talking to Principal Steve, the current official here at Warrior Wrestling. Austin Aries telling Steve he wants Sammy Callahan out of the ring. I think that Austin, I think the grievance here is that Sammy Callahan is taking up too much time on there's 11 matches here tonight, Rich. Time is of the essence. I think that Austin Aries taking what is Sammy Callahan? That's Principal Steve. That man's the principal.
That's the guy who signs your check. That's the guy who signs your check.
Yeah, not only that, he's the principal of a Catholic high school. And Austin Aries here still sitting over our shoulder.
This is.
Now, I know you worked really hard on my name. I know you worked really hard on my entrance. You told me about it all day. So now, let's do my entrance right.
And Austin Aries leaving the stage. I guess we're going to get to his match. We were actually supposed to, I thought, get Austin's match later in the show.
Hold on here. Sammy Callahan.
Has he left?
I think this is getting very, very tense here tonight, Nick.
Yeah, very uncomfortable right now. Well, I hope we can get this back on track. Well, Austin Aries here in his captain's hat with his wise old sage.
Austin Aries set to battle Eddie Edwards here tonight. And you talk about a rivalry between Edwards and Aries, something that has brewed
I'm going to have to change
over the years.
I got to change up my run sheet here. I thought that this match was going to be later in the show.
Now, Eddie Edwards, last time in this ring, I'll admit, you beat me. I lost. In a garbage match. Because that's what you are, you're garbage. So tonight, I'm going to prove to you in a wrestling match, you could lace my boots. So I wrestled Daniel Bryan for 76 minutes once in this ring. And I beat him. So Eddie Edwards, I'm going to see if you can last 77 minutes with me. But I have a feeling after about 7, you're going to keel over of a heart attack. So why don't you bring yourself out here right now and don't bother looking for any kendo sticks because there's none in the building. I made sure of it. So just you and me, I hope you put on those trunks I left for you and let's wrestle.
Austin Aries with a challenge to Eddie Edwards. And
all right, well, let's get this going here, Rich.
Now, first of all, why does Aries have that gigantic branch with him? What is that all about?
Well, I think that he's like a sage. You know,
Eddie Edwards, the Beantown native, usually has the kendo stick with him, and you can see him kind of looking around like, I thought I had some here. Aries said that he got here earlier in the day and basically disposed of all the kendo sticks. So what is this with this big branch that Aries has? This is the first time seeing this as Eddie Edwards makes his way down to the ring.
I'm not entirely sure of what the branch or the stick is. I do know he looks like a wise old sage. If you've read Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, it was actually the blind soothsayer that warned of the Ides of March. So I wonder if this isn't Austin Aries maybe focusing his Julius Caesar here tonight on the Ides of March Warrior Wrestling 4.
Or maybe that's just Aries making fun of the kendo stick and say, well, you bring a kendo stick, I'll bring a tree branch.
Well, again, he came here early. He got rid of all the kendo sticks in the building and in the surrounding shops. Of course, Eddie Edwards has named his specific kendo stick Kenny. Kenny the kendo stick, very rare. What happened here? Austin Aries threw some water into the crowd. I think it hit somebody.
Saw that a similar situation a couple weeks ago at an MLW show here in Chicago. It nearly caused a riot.
Oh, I was there for that, Rich. I was sitting over in the press area while you're doing commentary, and I had to guard my laptop because all the beer that was flying around.
Both former Ring of Honor and Impact World Champions in the ring right here. Austin Aries to your right, Eddie Edwards to your left. As I mentioned, they've had some wars over the years, and that spilled over here into Warrior Wrestling 3 after Eddie Edwards won a brutal matchup. Aries basically saying, you know what, you can't beat me in a pure wrestling match. That's essentially what Aries is saying. When it comes to wrestling, you're not going to beat me. That's why no kendo sticks, no weapons, none of that. We are going to wrestle. And Aries, in his mind, is the better technical wrestler. I guess we're going to find out.
I think in Aries' mind, Aries is everything. I mean, this guy calls him the greatest. He calls himself the greatest man that ever lived.
Well, it's pretty high accolades on yourself. Now, listen, you can't take anything away from either of these two. I mentioned it. Former Impact and Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, and World Champions. But when you talk about the World Tag Team Championship, you go back a couple years ago, a rivalry that has a lot of history there.
Oh, yeah, there's a long history between these two, Rich. I mean, of note, in 2015, when Eddie was a member of the Wolves with Davey Richards, he suffered a broken heel, and as a result of that injury, the Wolves actually vacated their tag team titles. And when Edwards returned, the Wolves issued a challenge to Bobby Roode and Austin Aries to a best-of-5 series for the TNA World Tag Team titles. A lot of talent, a lot of experience, a lot of history between these two men here right now. And I'm expecting maybe match of the night between these two guys. And referee Stifler here tonight, calling the action. Also, Stifler is Brian Stifler, has served as an Impact Wrestling referee. He's actually probably refereed quite a few bouts for these men. I'm not sure if while they were against each other.
Well, certainly knows the tricks and maybe some of the different ways that Aries and Edwards will try and sneak one past, try to take advantage of the rules a little bit. So a super experienced official in the ring is now Aries. And quickly answered by a head scissors, and this is a stalemate here in the early part, Nick.
I mean, these two men, such history, Ring of Honor, not just Impact Wrestling. I mean, a very unique style here. They wrestle a very traditional American style, A lot of hard hitting mixed with a bit of cruiserweight action here. And by the way, Austin Aries looking really lean right now. That vegan diet.
I was going to say, yeah, it's all that vegan diet, which, as we've mentioned before, he's very, very happy to explain to you the benefits of eating vegan.
Oh, he's written a whole book about it.
Yeah.
You can go buy it right now. It's over on Amazon. Austin Aries.
But even without buying the book, he'll just start telling you.
Oh, for
and
sure.
He'll start preaching to you why you should follow the vegan diet.
Ab soy, yogurt, working the meat out, focusing on veggies. And right now it looks like Eddie Edwards taunting Austin Aries. And Eddie Edwards, he's looking in the best shape of his career too right now. Again, you see him in the tights as a tag team wrestler, Ring of Honor star. Now you see him a little bit down and dirty with that hardcore influence in the blue jeans.
Well, you talk about the gold that these guys have held. I mean, recently here, Austin Aries at one point held 6 different championships at one point. But when it comes to major titles, Edwards might actually have the edge in that department.
Oh, yeah, Eddie Edwards, he's 2-time Ring of Honor tag team champion, again with Davey Richards of the Wolves. He's a former ROH World Champion, ROH World Tag Team Champion, 4-time TNA Tag Team Champion, 2-time X Division Champion, and a former TNA World Champion as well. A lot of gold. Neither man here a slouch when it comes to, their history of holding top titles.
If you know anything about Austin Aries, when he challenges you to a quote-unquote wrestling match, who's the better wrestler? Do you really expect Austin Aries to go through this entire match just wrestling? Or at what point does Austin Aries become the Austin Aries that we all know and I don't want to say love, but at what point does he pull a shortcut out of the box?
You know, but Austin Aries, again, I don't know, Rich. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's the thing that catches you off guard here tonight. You're waiting the whole time. Is he going to eat the banana, throw the banana peel out there? Is he going to rake the eyes, tear a turnbuckle off? Maybe he doesn't do any of that, Rich. Maybe the game plan here tonight is to get so in the head of Eddie Edwards, make him think something like that's going to happen, and then not do it at all. We're calling for a test of strength here tonight, right now.
Oh, there you go.
Catching him off guard. Not illegal, though. Far from pulling brass knuckles out of your tights.
Edwards sent Aries flying into the turnbuckle again now, and look like Edwards setting up for a German suplex. I mean, this is about, well, I was going to say, this is about as much of a stalemate as you could imagine.
And this isn't just a wrestling match for these two guys. You know, we can talk about trying to grab eyeballs, trying to get yourself for the world title situation, but Austin Aries has been... Very nice counter there by Eddie, by the way.
Edwards, momentum off the ropes. Running clothesline.
Up and over the top there. And Eddie Edwards in control. You know, but this, like I said, more than just trying to grab eyeballs, more than just trying to get in the main event picture.
Hold on, wait a minute. Where's Aries going?
Oh, he's grabbing it. He's taking a stick and going home.
Aries has the captain hat. He's got the stick. Edwards quickly behind him.
And right up here, up on the entrance ramp.
Oh! Knife edge chop.
And these two battling right here. Like a scat.
No.
Oh, wait. They're coming over our way, Rich. Here, wait 1 second. Oh! That's an easy way to break a nose, dropping yourself face first on that hard entrance ramp there.
You know, Nick, you were telling me earlier on that tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day, you're going to be out in Chicago on the Green Chicago River. It looked like maybe Aries was your captain. It looked like he was going to get the boat started.
I would welcome Austin Aries as the captain of my boat down the Chicago River tomorrow. But I don't know that he would enjoy St. Patrick's Day the same way I do. I think he's too much of a health nut. And this really here, again, getting back to it, I got a little distracted by the intense action here between these two as it keeps going here. But Austin Aries has said so many defamatory things about Impact Wrestling. You know, really, at their big show Bound for Glory when he was taking on John Morrison, the way he exited that show, throwing a fit, screaming at Taya, it was really an embarrassment. Some said for the company here, and Eddie Edwards has really nicely done there by Eddie. But Eddie Edwards is now he just signed a multi-year deal with Impact Wrestling. He's going to be representing Team Impact at United We Stand WrestleMania weekend when they take on Team Lucha Underground. He wants this one for Team Impact.
Austin Aries grabbed hold of that big branch that he had.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, I think so too, because Edwards. There it is. Edwards did not see it, and the referee has called for the bell. Austin Aries, so much for a wrestling match, huh? So much for let's wrestle. Let's see who the better in-ring competitor is. Austin Aries
getting medieval here.
Showing his true colors. Showing exactly what he is all about.
What kind of a man wears sunglasses inside? That's not his captain's hat. That's Eddie Edwards' ball cap there. I think he's looking for his captain's cap right here before he leaves. And Austin Aries just frustrated.
Final shot for disqualification, Eddie Edwards.
Austin Aries just frustrated there. I think he didn't want this to go any further. Maybe he felt like he was losing a step. And rather than risk the embarrassment of getting pinned or submitted, and wait, here we go.
This is not done.
Wait, come on.
Hold on. Callahan is out here.
Get him off.
Christ.
Get these guys. Come on.
This is a brawl.
Aries dealing with Eddie Edwards from one side. He's got Sammy Callahan and OVE on the other, and all these men now in the back ripping at each other's throats.
You can hear the commotion from the back is continuing. OVE.
I think I just heard a glass bottle break.
Oh, there's all sorts of craziness going on back there right now. One of the referees just got knocked over. Unfortunately, we're not able to get one of our cameras back there all the way.
I think I see one of the cameras getting set up back there, but I don't really know if we want to see what's going on. And we are just moving this along. This is insanity. I still see him fighting back there.
Yeah, I mean, they are still going as the music for Swoggle rings out through Marion Catholic High School, the arena here tonight. Warrior Wrestling 4, happy to have you along. Rich Bocchini, Nick Hausman.
All right, well, yeah.
And we had to have some changes tonight. We'll get to that in a second. Now, initially, this was supposed to be, I don't know any way to describe this besides just a bit of an oddball kind of a matchup. But due to some travel issues today, things are a little bit different. Nick, get us up to speed. My understanding now, this is going to be a three-team tag team matchup, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not mistaken about that. You are absolutely correct. Yes, now because Ethan Page was unable to make it here today. Well, first of all, Jungle Boy was supposed to be in this match here tonight. It was supposed to be a six-man tag. Of course, unfortunately, we'd like to send out our condolences to the family and friends of Jungle Boy over the loss of his father, Luke Perry. But Ethan Page, his daughter was very sick tonight, and he decided to stay home and be a good dad. So this six-man tag, after a couple pieces have been replaced, is now going to be a triple threat tag team match as Hornswoggle is going to be teaming up with Kongo Kong, very interesting pairing, to take on the Space Pirates, the current Black Label Pro Champions, and the four-star heroes, Matt Nix and Chris Castro from Freelance. Here comes Hornswoggle's partner right now, Kongo Kong.
Look at this guy.
I tried to get a word, Rich, with Kongo before the show just so I could ask him, where's your mentality at? And he looked me in the face and he said, I want you to tell him one thing. I am a free agent. I go where I want. I'm a mercenary for hire. I am here to make people hurt. I am here to break bones. And then he left. I didn't even feel like asking him a follow-up question. It was a very intimidating conversation. And you can see him here, Kongo Kong, partnered up with Hornswoggle.
One of the most oddball tag teams you can imagine, huh?
Oddball maybe, but don't underestimate Hornswoggle.
Kongo Kong's had Jimmy Jacobs as his mouthpiece over in Impact. And Swoggle, of course, we all know what Swoggle's about, but what an interesting tag team those two make up. And as we get set for the other competitors in this tag team matchup, we remind you the hashtag to use, Warrior Wrestling 4. Castro and Nix, and the old saying is, bring your gear with you, have it in your car. No matter where you go, bring it with you, and that's exactly the situation here tonight at Warrior Wrestling.
Absolutely. Ethan Page, like I said, he's back home right now. He's with his daughter, and Chris Castro here jumped in, and rather than making this a six-man tag action, they're going to make this a triple threat tag team. Chris Castro, Matt Nix, well-known tag team from Freelance Wrestling. Big opportunity for them here tonight. Chris Castro actually has a gash in the center of his forehead right now, put there by
Sabre and Space Monkey.
Cheers in there, they're banana and whiskey. No music needed. The Space Pirates here defy time and space with their sound. And these two are the current Black Label Pro Tag Team Champions. Four-star heroes here, Matt Nix, Chris Castro.
Hear that chant for Monkey?
Oh, they love him here.
Now, how does this work with these two as the tag team champions? Like, if Space Monkey does something well in a matchup, is he rewarded with a banana? Is that how that works?
You know, I would think I don't really see them as like a trainer or like an owner and monkey pet. I mean, these are contemporaries. These are two guys that respect each other. Maybe he gets a banana. Maybe he doesn't. I think that Space Monkey makes a lot of his own choices here. Of course, Shane Sabre's a pirate. Rich, who's the saner one here? The monkey from outer space or the guy who thinks he's a pirate?
Fantastic question.
Thank you, Rich. That's why I am making the big bucks here at the commentary booth.
Well, you know, we mentioned earlier they hired us for a reason. What that reason is, we still haven't figured out.
that out, absolutely. Well, you see Matt Nix here. Matt Nix has learned to harness purple power, is what he's calling it. You can see purple trunks. He came out in a purple jacket. The purple jacket said to have very mysterious purple powers, and of course now his hair is also purple.
Well, never mind purple power with Matt Nix. What about purple power with Kongo Kong? Look at his face. I mean, he's painted up in purple.
And you know, maybe taking exception here to the way Matt Nix is dressed. We're gonna have two men in this match at a time.
Well, the fans want to see Space Monkey.
Matt Nix is not going to give it to him. Look. This is, like I said, a big opportunity for Matt Nix and Chris Castro. These guys are former Freelance Wrestling Tag Team Champions, but let's be real. Matt Nix, he owns Freelance Wrestling. These guys are always going to get opportunities there. This is a chance.
Kongo Kong just whipped Nix. I mean, he made it look like nothing. Just tossed him across the ring.
And Matt Nix getting out of dodge here.
Wouldn't you? I'd get the hell out of there, too.
Well, look, you know, you're going to be going up against a powerhouse like Kongo Khan. Matt Nix is the lightweight. He's the flyer of the four-star heroes. Chris Castro, he's the muscle.
You know, something that I'm just thinking about right here. I don't know why this is just dawning on me right now, but really for Kongo Kong, he is at the biggest disadvantage, I think, of anybody.
Why would you say that?
Well, his tag team partner is Hornswoggle. I mean, you look at the height and weight differential between the two. I mean, that might be the most of any team ever, but if you think about it, it's Kongo Kong against four other men.
You know, I think you're very much I think you're selling Hornswoggle short, to be quite frank. And I'm not trying to say that as a play on words. This is the king of small style. Get ready for it, Rich. Strap in. Let's get it going.
He gets a little added boost from that.
Oh, sure. Ultimate Warrior did, you know. And now Hornswoggle. Look at Chris Castro mocking Swoggle here.
Oh!
And this is why you don't want to look past you don't want to look past Swoggle here.
Oh, no! Castro says, no thanks.
And
here's Matt Nix.
And look at Swoggle here. Another butt bite here. And this is just mind games. Space Monkey now in.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do it.
Swoggle. 1, 2, 3 times a charm.
It's monkey abuse. It's animal abuse.
I don't think Swoggle cares. And look, Space Monkey, they're like two snakes eating their tails.
And from behind, there's Nix and Castro.
Four-star heroes here. Trying to get some momentum going. Not a good way to go about it. Captain Morgan, maybe. Look at that pose.
Off the ropes. Oh, God.
Why does everybody want to be captain tonight?
Knee right into the gut is Nix and Castro.
Matt Nix and Chris Castro, yeah.
And now here comes Kong. I mean, they took care of
Shane Sabre?
Yeah, Shane Sabre.
Shane Sabre and Space Monkey there. Yeah, the Black Label Pro Tag Team Champions. And Matt Nix here trying to take Kongo Kong down, but it's like
oh, boy.
That's not enough. Whatever Nix was doing was certainly not enough.
Oh, God. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex.
And this is the part where the bear
No.
Oh!
Of course running elbow.
I got the wind knocked out of me on that one. And up, good smart call by Chris Castro there.
Pulled down the top rope. Kongo goes flying.
And Swoggle maybe seeing an opening here as he watches the 4-star heroes put together a game plan. Look at that. Best friends.
I don't think Kong cares for that too much. Kongo Kong. Oh, what power. Double choke slam onto the ring apron.
And that ring apron there, the hardest part of the ring, Rich. I mean, if you're going to take a choke slam, that's the worst spot to take it. Shane Sabre
delivers a running drop kick. Now Swoggle off the apron.
Taking down Castro. And that's the thing is Swoggle, he's all in. He'll go at you. He doesn't mind putting his body on the line. And
Space Monkey's got a banana.
Walking the tightrope here.
Space Monkey launched into orbit. The moonsault.
Very little room for arrow there. You can see how tight that entranceway is right there. Steel on both sides.
Oh boy, look out, Shane Sabre.
Oh, that's why you got to have better ring awareness than that. Up and over he goes too. Everybody
but launched over the top rope. And again, Kongo Kong barely even breaking a sweat, Nick.
Kongo Khan is walking around looking like he might do something
very
dangerous right now. Don't do it, Kong. Kong, you got a very long career.
The crowd wants to hear it. The crowd wants to see it. My God!
Do we have a splash zone here, Rich?
Kongo Kong with barely a running start. Over the top rope.
And that is
into the competition. And now Castro able to take advantage and send Kong, who was soaking that in momentarily. Kong rammed into the ring post, and the ring might have budged a little bit.
That is absolutely the loudest I have heard this room all night long was for that big leap there from Kongo Kong.
Shane Sabre on your right. Chris Castro on your left. Sabre, one half of the Space Pirates, the Black Label Pro Tag Team Champs, along with Space Monkey.
They'll be defending those tag titles at Black Label Pros, Adventures in Wrestling, WrestleMania weekend in New York, New Jersey.
Sabre was trying to set up for the full Nelson. Castro with momentum off the ropes. Oh!
That requires a lot of strength, Rich, to be able to pick up a man of the size of Shane Sabre like Chris Castro did, swing him in circles, stop where you're at, reverse direction, and plant him right in the middle of the ring. That's a lot of physicality right there.
Castro steps right over Sabre. As now Space Monkey rolls into the ring. Castro climbing the turnbuckles. Space Monkey winding up the tail.
And Castro saw it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What is he thinking? Oh, no! He broke the tail.
Castro trying to perch himself up top, but Sabre
moving a little too quick there.
Slipped off the rope, but is able to connect on that suplex off the top. Now Space Monkey with a moonsault.
And Swoggle, I think he's saying, we got to get in this thing if me and Kongo Kong are going to try to get a victory here.
Swoggle with a German suplex.
And another.
This time it is Space Monkey going for the ride. Matt Nix. Is he going to go? Back elbow and a super kick.
Planted him.
Swoggle crumbles, but look out for Kongo Kong. Nick's taking a little too much time to showboat, and
Was
Kong.
he doing the electric slide?
He might have been. I think Nix is realizing now his predicament.
All right, this is where you pull a 20 out of your tights and hope you can make a deal. Am I right? Look, deal making. Maybe offer him your car.
Kong thought about it for half a second. Instead, just lays a headbutt into Nick's chin.
Big skull, big man.
Space Monkey
launched Shane Sabre into what I thought was a spear.
Tail whip.
These two are going to have to work together now.
Oh!
And that is certainly working together.
Assisted cutter. But look out from behind. Matt Nix rolling up Shane Sabre, who kicks out at two.
And Matt Nix out on his feet.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Slipped on the banana peel. Cover. Castro, and that's it. And then Castro was going to dive in and break that pin up. Matt Nix is saying, look, there was a banana peel. But it is Shane Sabre and Space Monkey with a little help from the banana peel, and now Swoggle with a super kick to Nix.
Good to see some camaraderie here. A little whiskey and a bit of potassium. And you know what? Nothing says St. Patty's Day weekend than Swoggle drinking whiskey. Am I right?
Well, hold on here. Kongo Kong. Oh, all right. He's in for the party as well.
I'm already there, Rich. I'm on the boat. I'm riding down the green Chicago River.
Yeah, you're already about 7 beers in, too.
Oh, man. I'm deep in it right now, Rich. We have a party up in here. Let's get it going, Marion Catholic High School.
What a night here in Chicago. Warrior Wrestling 4. The Space Pirates getting the victory here tonight. I'm Rich Bocchini. Nick Hausman is alongside. You see the hashtag on your screen, Warrior Wrestling 4. Use that hashtag. Let us know if you can hear us okay, if the audio is all right, if you can see everything just fine. And if not, we'll do our best to make adjustments. We still have lots more action on the way here. Again, we still have our huge main event on the way with the Warrior Wrestling Championship on the line. SCU is here. They will battle OVE. We just saw Austin Aries and Eddie Edwards square off. Kylie Rae and Britt Baker, what a matchup that one was. But we are set for more action on the way right here. And Sammy Guevara makes his return to Warrior Wrestling. You talk about some of the different AEW signees.
I am a huge fan.
Now the star very, very bright for Sammy Guevara, and hold on, wait a minute.
Sammy would like me to inform you that you can check out his YouTube channel, Sammy Guevara YouTube.
Oh, for the love of God. You know, I have it on good authority, and I know such things because I've lived there. He says he's from Houston, Texas. When you think Houston, Texas, you think big city, you think it's kind of gritty, you think maybe he's from the mean streets of Houston, Texas. I have it on good authority that Sammy Guevara is actually from Cinco Ranch, which is in Katy, which is a very, very wealthy suburb. I think that explains a lot about this kid's attitude.
Hey,
what?
I'm from the Woodlands, which is right next to Katy, and just because it's not so rough doesn't mean you can't come out tough. Look, Sammy Guevara, that man's tough.
And he expects everything to be handed to him.
He expects greatness, Rich.
DJZ is battery powered and ready to go. Sammy Guevara in the ring. And this should be a high-flying electric battle here tonight in Chicago.
No kidding. Look at that. When you're talking electric, that is electric right there. If that outfit looks familiar to you, it is because DJZ and Mustafa Ali share the same light guy, believe it or not. Good friends from a long time back. DJZ, experienced veteran, also a Chicago native. Honestly, Rich, there's been some great action here on the show tonight. We got a lot of great action to come. But this match right here may be the one I've been looking forward to the most. Two high flyers, two young guns, looking out here to put it all on the line. And look at Sammy Guevara up there, trying to get into the head of DJZ right now. Looking like he's taking a nap, swinging in a hammock. He's not even there.
It's exactly what I'm talking about with that entitled, I hate to sound like the old crotchety grump, but that entitled millennial attitude where, he just he thinks it should just come to him.
Look, just because he is used to greatness, Sammy Guevara is the kind of man that expects to be heard, Rich. When he talks, when he acts, when he moves, he knows he's the center of attention.
He's one of those youngsters that thinks that, well, I have an opinion, so I'm entitled to my opinion, and my opinion is right, even if your opinion is completely wrong.
Look, this isn't just him in his head thinking he's great. Look, this man right here, Sammy. Oh.
Now, notice what he did right there. Never mind.
Well, here's the thing. Look, first of all, good on DJZ for taking Sammy Guevara down. That's what you got to do. You got to ground a guy like Sammy Guevara. He's like a flying squirrel. He'll get right in your face. But look, don't count Sammy Guevara down. Just because he's young doesn't mean he's entitled. This guy has earned everything he's got. This is a former AAA World Cruiserweight Champion. He only lost that belt last month to the Laredo Kid, who I know you know very well from MLW, another outstanding young performer.
Guevara, the knock on him has been that he's lacked an edge, and, well, if you see the outset of this here, it looks like Guevara may have found that edge.
I think that being signed to a great offense there from Sammy Guevara, but I think by getting signed by AEW, it's made Sammy Guevara's ego inflate even more. You know,
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, look, if you want to be on top in wrestling, you want to be a standout superstar, you gotta believe you're the best. You gotta have that ego.
Yeah, you do have to believe you're the best, but to be successful in anything, you also have to know your limits.
Or push beyond them, Rich. Goes both ways, my friend.
But you can't push beyond your limits unless you know them. But Sammy Guevara doesn't think there's anything wrong with his game.
And that's the thing is, you know what? Look, the guy's got to push himself to the brink, and he's going to break himself from time to time. But every time he breaks, he gets rebuilt stronger, better, faster. And that is the Sammy Guevara we are looking at today.
You know, as this match started out, Sammy Guevara usually will unwind the middle finger. I got to say, good on him. We are in a family-friendly environment inside a Catholic high school. Instead of flipping off DJZ, it looked to me like he said, no, put the number 1 up.
Yeah.
And said, I am number 1. I thought that was an interesting adjustment on Sammy Guevara's part.
Well, look at DJZ here, you know.
DJZ off the second turnbuckle with a back elbow.
DJZ at a point now where it's all show, all go, all the time. Former Impact Wrestling superstar, now out on his own.
Look out for DJZ, slides under. Guevara off the apron with a kick.
Cat-like reflexes there. You know, DJZ, he's been around the block. He's got a long storied career here in professional wrestling. Sammy Guevara just recently had the rocket strapped to him. I would believe there's a little bit of jealousy there on the part of DJZ. I mean, I got to think that he's looking at a guy like Sammy Guevara and saying, why didn't it happen for me as quickly as it's happening for this guy?
Well, DJZ, a guy who nearly died in a match in Mexico about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. He is a young man who has a lot of experience. He has been around. Hold on here. Whoa! Guevara able to leap over the
beautiful
guardrail. But DJZ with a full steam.
I didn't even know he was there. He shot out the side of the screen.
DJZ is thankful for every opportunity he gets to step in the ring. He is thankful for every day. He said that nearly dying in the ring changed his outlook on life, as you'd expect it would.
Well, you look at all the other contemporaries had it. Oh, here we go. I'll give this a breath.
Oh. Guevara flying in from out of nowhere.
Very interested to see what was about to happen there. But you look at a lot of DJZ's Impact contemporaries, guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, right now hitting the strides, the peaks of their career. I think DJZ says in the back of his head, this is a vibrant time for pro wrestling. I'm a commodity. I should be getting these opportunities.
DJZ undefeated here in Warrior Wrestling as the referee continues the count up to 7, and Guevara slides in under the bottom rope, breaks the count, but DJZ Warrior Wrestling 1 triple threat matchup. Yeah, Pentagon defeated Matt Sydal.
Very precarious situation here for DJZ.
Yeah, this is bad.
Oh my God. You could see the spine of DJZ hit right off the edge of that ring. That is very scary right there what happened, Rich.
Both men are crumbled down on the floor. DJZ defeated Pat Monix at Warrior Wrestling 2. And obviously, the Didn't win that matchup at Warrior Wrestling 1, but was not pinned either, is the point there. So Sammy Guevara, who competed in that War of Attrition matchup here at Warrior Wrestling 2 back in September. He won the first fall and then was eliminated in Stage 2. Listen, I'm ignoring what this kid does.
I can tell you're
there's something about Guevara who just rubs you the wrong way.
You got to get out of the paperwork, and you got to look at what's going on in front of you.
Yeah, sure. I got to get out of the paperwork. All right.
This.
Oh, hang on. What about the count is up to 8? Were we at
7 or 8? 9 right there. Or 8. Oh, DJZ.
At the last moment, sprinting in. You can tell he's in an awful lot of pain.
Able to beat the count, and Sammy Guevara doing exactly what he needs to do, getting right on top of DJZ.
I like this edge from Guevara.
Well, he needs it. He's
double stomp to the back.
He is prepping for the roller coaster.
Into the cover, hooks the outside leg. And DJZ able to power out.
He is prepping for the roller coaster ride of a lifetime right now, is Sammy Guevara. He's about to go off and do some really big athletic shows right now. And, again, I say, signing with AEW, I think inflated his ego. What was the first thing that he did when he came out here? He said, put over my YouTube show. You don't think that he learned that from the Bucks and Cody? That's exactly their MO.
I'm more impressed with what Guevara is doing here in the ring. Yes, he's entitled. Yes, he's arrogant. Well, hold on. DJZ may have caught him. Guevara and DJZ, they are going on a barrel roll.
As fun as that looks, it takes everything out of you, Rich.
Guevara out at 2. But this added edge, this added aggression by Guevara, in my estimation, has been the one thing that... Oh! Spanish fly! My goodness! And now DJZ with a code red, but it was Sammy Guevara. Oh my God, the action! Incredible here. What a pace!
These two.
We can't even keep up.
I know, Rich. I'm trying to get a word in, and I can't even.
I mean, a code red. Guevara stood right up. Drop kick, drop kick, drop kick, drop kick. And now both men are trying to catch their breath.
And you can hear the fans here at Warrior Wrestling clapping along, trying to build some energy. It definitely seems like DJZ, the fan favorite here tonight.
Well, Chicago's own DJZ.
Yeah, he lives right. He actually does not live too far from here.
Lands on his feet. Catches Guevara in the chin. Sammy misses with an elbow. Misses again. Ducks under. Little crisscross. And a clothesline by DJZ.
A little variation of the pounce there. It could have gone for the spear if he'd have chose, but instead to go with a flying forearm.
Back elbow into the chest. DJZ off the ropes with a moonsault. Cover to put Guevara away. And he powers out at 2.
As much as those moves flush the air out of your opponent there when you jump off the ropes with that moonsault landing on the abdomen of your opponent, it takes a lot out of you too. To control your body, to control that spin. I'm surprised that DJZ is so quickly resilient.
Rolling through. Caught by Guevara. Back elbow trying to gain an advantage. Guevara. Oh! DJZ planted, and now Sammy looking for that standing moonsault.
Good move by DJZ there.
Spike Rana! DJZ! Ooh, answered with a running knee by Guevara.
Should have got right on him, Rich. Should have got right on him. Too much somersaults, too much moving around. You hit a guy like Sammy Guevara with a move like that, you got to follow up quickly. And again, both these men down, trying to get their composure.
What a night of wrestling here in Chicago, Illinois. DJZ to the outside is climbing to the top rope. Guevara slowly back to his feet. And Guevara desperately just reaches out.
Never comfortable getting hit right in the breadbasket like that.
To the breadbasket?
Yeah, the breadbasket, Rich.
Guevara trying to set up into the fireman's carry from the ropes. DJZ fighting it.
An act of desperation here from DJZ.
Elbows into the chin. Forearm smashes.
What becomes difficult here when you get hit that many times in the face?
Guevara able to land on his feet. DJZ up top. Oh my God, look at this. Spanish fly from the top rope. Guevara nailed it.
All within a matter of seconds.
Cover. Somehow DJZ got the left shoulder up at the last moment.
And the fan.
Guevara arguing with the official.
I would too, but that's the thing, as I was going to say. Listen to that audience here tonight. I was going to say, when DJZ was dishing out those elbows to the face of Sammy Guevara, you get hit that many times in the face with an elbow, you start to lose your vision a little bit. Everything gets blurry. If you're a quick mover like Sammy Guevara, that's a huge hit.
DJZ with a super kick as Guevara lined up. Uh-oh, Guevara to the top, able to land on his feet. This is unbelievable action here tonight, and again, DJZ gets the feet up.
Oh, right into the mush of the mouth there. I hope Britt Baker hasn't left. She should have her dentist chair set up out back. Maybe she could look at Sammy after this bout.
I know a guy who cuts hair before events.
I know you do, buddy.
Oh, hold on. Referee gets shoved out of the way. Now Guevara has the tights, and oh no!
And the winning streak has come to an end.
Yeah, Guevara gets the win, but that was cheap. Stole the victory over DJZ, grabbed the tights. Waiting for the official signal from the referee, and we'll finally go over to Guevara. Still to come tonight, Jordynne Grace will battle Lisa Marie, better known as, of course, Tara.
Absolutely, yeah, Victoria in WWE.
Victoria.
Yeah.
And what could very well be her very last match in her hometown of Chicago. Sammy Guevara with the win. Look at him, that look on his face, that know-it-all look like.
Well, because he knows it all, Rich.
Yeah, sure he does.
Look, he's the one who signed it.
Yeah, he knows how to cheat and how to steal a victory.
He knows how to get signed. Knows how to put that money in his bank account.
Guevara with the win, DJZ coming up just short tonight. But really excited for that matchup between Jordynne Grace and Lisa Marie. Hear the chant from the crowd here for DJZ.
Wouldn't be surprised, by the way, to see DJZ pop up on a bigger platform here very soon.
The Progress Women's Championship will be defended. Jordynne Grace and Lisa Marie, that is on the way. SCU versus OVE. And of course, Sam Adonis will take on LA Park. And what a matchup it's going to be with the Warrior Wrestling Championship on the line. Brian Cage will battle Dezmond Xavier, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz. The hashtag on social media, Warrior Wrestling 4. Use that. Let us know if you can hear everything. Let us know if everything looks good. Let us know if you're enjoying the show or if you're not. Warrior Wrestling 4 is the hashtag to use. I'm Rich Bocchini. He's Nick Hausman. We are going to take a timeout. We will be back in just a bit. In the meantime, check out some action from Warrior Wrestling 3. Oh.
You were worried about the match tonight, right? Because I saw you walking wearing the same thing tonight. Last time I walked to Wisconsin, I finished Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs is a writer for Impact Wrestling. That's what that match had the last time. I'm talking about wrestling. And I know you have a big pay-per-view match tomorrow. Not that big. You're in pursuit of reaching the top. But anyway, I gotta ask a question here. I've known you a long time. You used to be one of the guys that was trying to protect what we do here. Right? One of the professionals. Right? But now you're letting guys get over at your expense. Right? Some amateur acts breaking your face, they get a bunch of accolades, and you just fall back to the wayside, right? Well, if you want to come over and stop and talking, you're more than welcome to. But you can sit there around here. You used to be one of the guys I looked up to, right? Because you were trying to keep professional wrestling what it's supposed to be. Right? But now, you're some big-rate Tommy Dreamer. And considering the Tommy Dreamer scene to begin with, when you get that up, that makes you deep. So that's some Scott Snyder out from the other man out there. Because I'm really smart. So play carefully with the deal, man. Wrestling you tonight, frankly, Chelsea's not back there. There weren't enough donuts for him to be here. Wrestling you tonight, it's beneath me. It ain't worth my time. But more importantly, I think about your future. Because what if you missed that big pay tomorrow? What if you got hurt here tonight and you couldn't show up? I mean, who would they find to replace you? Sure as hell it wouldn't be me. So I'll tell you what. Watch it in the back, call it more time, explain what happened, and save yourself the embarrassment. Because you know right now, I'm not really someone to play around with because I play by my rules.
Austin Aries, you play by your rules. Imagine that. Hey, look how far it's gotten you, Austin. Look how far it's gotten you. You used to look up to me? Won't even go there. I won't even go there. I won't even go. You know what? I like that you don't want to wrestle. It's beneath you. That's right. You know what? I don't want to wrestle either. I don't want to wrestle. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to wrestle here tonight.
Austin, I do want to fight.
So now if you're as big of a man as you say you are, as you think you are, what do you say? Fight me, Austin! Fight me!
If someone makes his own rules, if this is going to be a fight, then I guess there are no rules, right? So all you gotta do is you gotta ring the bell to start the match, and ring the bell when I beat him. Is that cool? Oh, cool. Take the mic and ring the bell.
Oh, God, that is
The bell hadn't even rung yet.
textbook Austin Aries. Man, oh man.
Austin Aries said once the bell rings, it starts. Couldn't even wait for the bell to ring.
Stole the, turnabout fair play right there. I was going to say he stole the Defy Championship at one point from Shane Strickland with a very similar maneuver.
You know, this is a no disqualification match. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that was a no DQ promo session there between those two. A lot not left unsaid there.
Eddie Edwards with the kendo stick, wind it up. Whoa, big swing and a miss.
Aries smart enough to get down like that. You know,
look out for Edwards, suicide dive.
You know, for all the brashness, for all the bravado, for all the controversy, Austin Aries is still a skilled veteran.
Face full of water. I think the couple of the fans in the front row took a shower as well. Oh,
somebody took a bath with that one. And Eddie Edwards to boot. Now, Eddie Edwards, of course, known for most of his career as a tag wrestler, but here he's got a banana. He's got Austin Aries' banana in his hand.
He has what?
He's got Austin Aries' banana in his hand. Look, he does. Oh, he's eating that banana.
Oh! I think Space Monkey might be a little mad. He's probably losing his mind in the back, isn't he?
Space Monkey's probably run out of the back and is eating it in the crowd now.
Space Monkey is here tonight and will be in action in just a bit.
Where you going?
And Eddie Edwards on the hunt here on the outside.
Oh, and one more time. I'm not sure how low Aries got him right there, but this match spilling out towards the entryway. Wow. Oh, man, that was like an M80 going off.
There's something very menacing about Austin Aries.
You were saying earlier how there's something menacing about Eddie Edwards, too. How like The switch flipped at one point after taking that bat off the head. I was going to make the point earlier, how many times have you seen athletes whose lives were dramatically changed for the worse, personality-wise, after a concussion? Guys that just can't keep their thoughts together. They can't keep their emotions in check. Is that what you're seeing? Oh, what you're seeing from Eddie Edwards?
That's absolutely what I'm seeing from Eddie Edwards. You know, it's affected not just his in-ring ability, it's affected his marriage, his relationship with his wife has really run afoul. It's affected his friendships. Once very tight with Moose, those guys are going at it at a Falls Count Anywhere match tomorrow night at Impact's Homecoming. And Austin Aries here really rubbing salt in the wounds. I mean, you've got a guy here who's soft up top anyway mentally. Obviously can react there, but he's soft up top mentally, and you got Austin Aries coming at him with all these aggressive verbal tactics before the match, really trying to get into Eddie Edwards' head. And Aries here begging Eddie Edwards right now not to hit him with that kendo stick. Groveling, and Eddie Edwards is psychotic. He's been spending time in a mental hospital recently, if you haven't known. Even been consulted by hardcore legend Raven inside a mental asylum recently.
Well, concussions are nothing to joke about, to laugh at. But
and Aries has got that kendo stick.
Well, Edwards, I would say, a bit more unpredictable even than Aries. Everything Aries does is so calculated, so cunning. And you see Edwards with his hand over that left eye. That was the one he got the baseball bat in, correct?
You're right. You are correct about that. And that really is the difference here wait for a second here, Aries. What has he got in mind?
Oh, man, with the kendo stick.
Aries, there's a method to his madness. I think with Edwards, it's just madness. I don't know that there is a method. It's just straight chaos.
Oh! You know, how do you really fault Eddie Edwards, though? I mean, if you really want to go back and lay blame, you got to look at Sammy Callahan, right?
Yeah, and you know, honestly, that steel baseball shot to the head by Sammy Callahan.
Aries into the steel guardrail, and that popped up, and man, I hope everybody's all right in the front row.
Yes, but for all of the damage that Sammy Callahan did, it really has resulted in a more vicious, more driven, more determined Eddie Edwards. You know, Eddie Edwards was known primarily as a tag team wrestler through most of the 2000s, into the 2000 teens. Here he is now, a man on his own. He was really trying to find himself. And it wasn't until Sammy Callahan, here we go, talking about trying to find himself, trying to find Austin Aries on the outside right now.
There goes the trash can out by the,
just cuz.
That's in the ring area. I'm having a tough time. Oh, there's Aries. Okay.
Aries has got a trash can of his own and like a pirate looting right now, grabbing everything in sight.
There is Aries, and Eddie Edwards now being tied up and choked with that kendo stick.
It's very dangerous here. A normal chokehold with your arms can cut off so much circulation. That kendo stick just applies even more pressure there when you're in a chokehold.
Uh-oh. Oh, chair right into the gut. And Edwards going after Aries, who is heading for higher ground. Oh!
Trash everywhere.
I think that trash barrel might have bounced off a couple of fans at ringside, huh?
And Austin Aries is down on the outside here. He is showing some real fatigue. Eddie Edwards has just been on the prowl. I keep saying on the hunt because, of course, he was an American Wolf, and he was one of the Wolves in Impact Wrestling. But yeah, again, you know, transitioned successfully out of that tag team role. Now a man on his own. He's found that edge. He's found that desire. And, you know, he's been making his way. Maybe not exactly where he thinks he's wanting to go. Maybe he sees himself.
Aries with a well-placed knee drop.
I think he sees himself maybe going for a title, but he seems to be getting derailed every so often by characters that keep getting in his periphery.
Aries taking advantage, going to the top with that kendo stick. Aries comes crashing down hard on that top turnbuckle.
And we already know that sensitive area down there.
Whoa.
Low blow earlier from Edwards.
Wow. Nice elevation on the enziguri by Edwards.
And Aries is out and dazed at the top turnbuckle there.
Dangerous place to be. Avalanche suplex on the way.
Aries countering it with big blows.
Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh! Oh, wow!
Sunset flip powerbomb
Into the left
into the
chantry.
horns of Aries!
Oh, there it is. And Aries, he going to get Edwards to tap out here. You can see he's fish hooking him in the mouth.
Edwards chopping down!
That is illegal in an MMA UFC bout, but of course there's no rules here. This is a fight. And Edwards is biting down on that finger.
Aries got free with a discus 5-arm!
And Edwards is down. And Aries finally starting to get control again. He doesn't want to lose that. He took a beating for so much of this match already. Wrapping that t-shirt around the throat, the jugular of Eddie Edwards. And what does he have in store for him here?
Apron, Death Valley driver, no. Edwards with a knife edge chop.
Digging down, he's got to do anything he can to stave off Aries right now. And a battle here as Aries is on the inside looking to bring Eddie in with him. Edwards is looking for a suplex to the outside. Oh! That'll give you neck problems. And Edwards now even further damaged. He reached under the ring. It looked like he grabbed something there as Aries is in the ring with his kendo stick. Ooh. Oh, right across the neck. That kendo shot to Eddie Edwards, and he's down again. Aries starting to feel his mojo coming back. Little Lesnar-style shuffle there, mid-ring.
Aries going to wind up. Oh, and Edwards meets him halfway.
And look at that face. That is the face of a madman. Eddie Edwards has been pushed to such extremes here in the past year, and it's all flooding back to him as he starts to grab everything in sight and just shovel it into the ring. I'm talking pie tins, pizza crust, beer cans, beer bottles. It's all in there. Another kendo stick, 2 kendo sticks. It's starting to come across like a Dr. Seuss book in here, the amount of things that Eddie Edwards has thrown into the ring at Austin Aries.
That's pretty good there. Oh my, all the things you'll find.
All the things you'll find, and Eddie Edwards putting Austin Aries where a lot of people in Impact Wrestling management think he should be, in the trash can, I think. Brutal blows here, one after another.
Think about how loud that is inside that trash can.
Oh, no kidding. In here, it sounds like thunder. I mean, Aries is only seeing the thunder. We're seeing the, hearing the thunder. We're seeing the lightning here crash down on top of him. And look at that, Austin Aries just giving him the finger shades of Bound for Glory. Oh, wow! That must have touched a nerve, I think, with Eddie Edwards. These.
Oh, wait, hold on here. Hold on. Oh, look at this!
Oh, my God.
Hordes of Aries!
Oh, my God.
It is Aries' own move! With a kendo stick, Aries busted open. He has no choice but to say, I quit!
Oh, my goodness. Tapping out. Wow. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Excuse my language. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
I totally missed what you just said, so
yeah,
that's fine.
Here's the thing, Rich. Austin Aries said a lot of very sensitive things about Impact Wrestling, Eddie Edwards, to start this match. I don't think Eddie saw a lot of that coming. He was looking to come out here, wrestle. He wound up in a fight. You know, I think that moment there where Aries channeled the closing moments there, Bound for Glory, where he flipped off Johnny Impact,
come out, clean up that trash.
Stormed out of the promotion.
Was that when? That's when he flipped off Don Callis too, right?
He flipped off Don Callis. I think Eddie Edwards staring this guy down, who's so blatantly disrespecting him, disrespecting the company he's going to go work for tomorrow night. I think that triggered him. I mean, that was a hellacious kendo shot there. Opened him up right in the eye, exactly where Sami Callihan opened him up. I think he touched a nerve there. Austin Aries, he's made some enemies in this business.
You think Austin Aries has some enemies in professional wrestling?
here for action from Chicago, Illinois. Well, Sam Adonis a little fired up as he makes his way down to the ring, and he's wondering where's his music.
Yeah, he's definitely jacked up here right now. I mean, it's not like this guy needs music. He's getting a reaction from the crowd right now. I feel like letting the fans speak for themselves here tonight at a packed Warrior Wrestling 4 here, Chicago Heights, Illinois.
I used to give Warrior Wrestling all kind of credit because it was a step above indie wrestling. But they don't even have a good sound system or music. So it's just the same indie crap that all you Chicago morons are used to. More so than that, Warrior Wrestling, for the first time, can't deliver what they promised you. Shut your mouth. You don't know anything about my brother. Hey, you suck! The only thing for sure about my brother is his woman is much better looking than yours.
Wow. Of course, excuse me, Sam Adonis, his brother, of course, Corey Graves.
Either way,
We'll leave that.
backstage, I was out there earlier selling autographs, and I know that your main man, the dancing skeleton, L.A. Park, is not here tonight. But since I'm a nice guy and I'm so handsome, I'm gonna give somebody an opportunity. I've been here in Warriors since day one, and I am the only man other than the heavyweight champion, Brian Cage, that remains undefeated since Warriors 1. So tonight, I lay out a challenge to any one of your stupid little indie darlings that comes here from Chicago to step up in here and take on the Warriors Wrestling franchise player. And I promise I'll make you famous.
Well, you heard Sam Adonis is saying L.A. Park is not here, which is news to us.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd heard L.A. Park was coming in right from O'Hare when the show started off earlier. That's what Principal Steve let everybody know.
And obviously with flight delays, sometimes, obviously coming out of Mexico City, if there's weather here in Chicago, which there always seems to be, it always seems like O'Hare's backed up. But
wait a minute.
He is here. Well, I guess we are underway.
And Sam Adonis getting some shots in early on. The bell has just rung.
L.A. Park, the chairman, and Sam Adonis, who is heading to Japan.
Yes,
very soon. He'd love to go into that with some momentum now.
Yes, absolutely. He's going to be competing in All Japan. What is some kind of carnival, right? The oldest heavyweight tournament in the world.
Yeah, All Japan Championship Carnival.
That's right. That's what it is. Thunderous chop there.
L.A. Park, of course, has transitioned over the years from being, high-flying luchador guy who can zip around the ring to somebody who's become much more sinister. And what is Adonis doing?
And Sam Adonis appeared to be untying.
Well, he's got the belt.
The belt of L.A. Park here. Oh! And that leather strap coming and crashing down across the broad back of L.A. Park.
Park like an aging pitcher who's had to develop maybe a knuckleball.
You got to vary up your game when you get to this point in your career, Rich. Absolutely. We just saw another big strike there with that leather strap from Sam Adonis. And into the railing he goes. Yeah, I just saw L.A. Park here in Chicago.
I'm surprised he made it here. We were at intermission. We're asking around, hey, did L.A. Park make it? He was not here as we made our way back out to the broadcast position. He literally must have pulled up, run in, grabbed that chair, and headed to the ring.
Yeah, I think you're right, because we didn't hear anything. We just saw him arrive in the ring, jump the barricade right there, And Sam Adonis here, even though he was caught off guard, still on the offense here. He's gotten that chair. This is a lucha.
Lucha rules match, which basically means no rules.
That's the thing. My breath got taken away from me there. You had no rules here in this lucha rules match between Sam Adonis and LA Park.
Warrior Wrestling 4 is the place where you can hit us up on Twitter. And Sam Adonis and LA Park battle here in Chicagoland. I was looking at Twitter earlier on. It said that the audio sounds great, except the color commentator keeps talking.
Yeah, you should really stop talking, Rich. Obviously, you are the color commentator.
Yeah, of course I am.
Because I'm doing some play-by-play here tonight.
Oh, boy. David Bixenspan, I know, is watching this one. He wanted to find out from you why the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring, but I think we know the answer to that.
Absolutely. Well, it's the edges of the ring. In the center, of course, there's going to be a little bit of a give. It's the edges there.
You know, for a guy that claims to be a journalist like Bixenspan, you'd think he'd know that.
Oh, well, yeah, I am a journalist too, of course. And look at this. Sam Adonis taunting LA Park, doing his own mannerisms right there in the middle of the ring.
Chairs littered about the ring. LA Park's belt. Adonis going back after that. You know, if you've seen LA Park in action, you know usually at some point during the match that belt comes off and he whips his opponent with it. You got to credit Sam. Oh, now wait a minute.
What is the referee doing here? And he looks like ashamed of himself. He should be.
Well, then why did he do it?
I have no idea what we just saw, Rich. Sam Adonis, he must have
did he threaten him?
I think he did a Jedi mind trick on him.
He must have. I mean, who knows? I know that Adonis spends a lot of time in Mexico. Maybe he's friends with, I don't know, some of the cartels or something and said, you do this or guess what's going to happen to you.
You're saying he intimidated him. Shaking him down. I get it.
You're very quick on the pickup there.
Hit him with the belt or I'm going to go after your family.
Well, exactly, yes. You hit him and you...
Got it. And what the heck is going on here?
What is this?
What is the referee doing? Is he scared of Sam Adonis?
I was going to say I might be more scared of LA Park, but I don't understand why why is the referee agreeing to... I'm confused here. I don't know whether Adonis paid this official off or what.
Why is Principal Steve should get out here, put that referee in detention.
Apparently, Sam Adonis knows something about this official that we don't.
What is this, Nick Patrick here?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Adonis has some pictures.
This is
Well, you know, serves him right.
Get another ref out here. That one's down.
Oh, God. Oh, heads up. It's like a flying bus. Oh, my God.
Taking out the entire front row.
I don't know if you could see the left side of your screen, the guardrail popped up, literally popped up in the air. The guardrail where LA Park just dove went into the crowd. The guardrail over on the left literally popped up in the air, and oh, God.
Yeah, and you can see right there, completely broken. These two men are manhandling that steel guardrails right there. And the chairman of the board, LA Park, picking up a chair here.
Oh! Right across Adonis's back. I'm glad that guardrail didn't pop up and clip one of the fans.
And LA Park now back in control of his leather strap.
You hear that?
I do, and I agree with the fans here. LA Park should hit that ref. He has it coming to him. Oh, right across the chest.
LA Park whipping Sam Adonis like he's a thoroughbred in the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
he's just pounding away at him.
Whipping him like a government mule, I think, is another good one, too.
think LA Park wants some cerveza. There we go.
There it is. Little cocktail.
What's no, well? Oh, there you go. Referee's gonna.
Is he giving him a wedgie?
Think. Oh, all right. Oh. Oh, he's gonna. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Oh my. No, but wait a minute. Here comes the bell. He's making that back nice and wet, so that bell.
Oh, it's getting swampy. Oh, Caleb, the referee. I feel bad for you.
I thought that was Brandon.
Is it Brandon? I think it's Caleb. No?
That's not Brandon Toll?
Oh, it's Brandon. I apologize. Think of a different ref.
Now, here comes Adonis from behind. No rules or lucha rules in this matchup. LA Park, Sam Adonis, this rivalry.
And there's that dance.
There's the chairman with his strut. Known as one of the most violent brawlers in Mexico, LA Park crawling into the cover. Is the referee going to be able to make the count? LA Park.
Will he make the count?
You'd think he would just want to get this over with. Adonis gets the shoulder up at 2. If you were the referee, wouldn't you be like, 1, 2, 3, boom, I'm not taking any more abuse?
Look, you know, for a referee who has attacked one of the opponents and been attacked by one of the opponents, I got to show some respect for keeping his composure there.
Adonis with a kick to the ample gut of LA Park, and Michinoku driver.
And that takes a lot out of you, especially with a guy the size of LA Park.
You got to wonder, too, what kind of shape LA Park is in. Cover. And pops out at 2. Now, I'm not questioning his conditioning or anything like that, but for a guy who literally just got off an airplane, rode in a car for an hour from O'Hare to where we are tonight, huge power slam.
The rigors of the road, the airline travel, those things don't affect a guy like LA Park anymore. A guy with the kind of history. Here we go.
Look the way that he went into the cover, draped that right leg across Adonis as well. Yeah. Referee, you can tell the referee's shaking up. He's slow with the count. Another chair as LA Park is setting up for something violent and dangerous, no doubt.
And this could go very badly or very well for LA Park.
Adonis to his feet, lands a right hand. Adonis setting up perhaps for a superplex. He's going to be able to pull this off. Wow!
And LA Park's body bouncing off that mat, and Sam Adonis needs to figure out where he's at so he can go for this pinfall here.
And might have taken just as much out of Adonis as it did LA Park. Adonis has faced several legends and Lucha Top Stars here in Warrior Wrestling. Can he put away LA Park? A kick out at 2. Back at Warrior Wrestling 1, he challenged Nick Aldis for the NWA title. Helped Jack Swagger fight Alberto Del Rio. Warrior Wrestling 2 battled Colt Cabana and then teamed with Super Crazy and Dragon Lee to beat Daga, Ultimo Dragon, and Pat Monix at the last Warrior Wrestling event. What a feather in the cap it would be for Adonis to put LA Park away here tonight in Chicago.
Sam Adonis here seems to be rearranging the furniture. I wonder what he has in mind here as he's setting these chairs up facing each other. LA Park does seem to be very out of it right now.
Well, you sit on an airplane as long as he did today trying to get here.
Oh, one chair down. Sam Adonis going back, fixing up his handiwork.
He's going to try again. This could go very, very badly for Sam Adonis if he doesn't hurry here.
Yeah, I have no idea right now while he's looking at the entrance ramp. Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh!
And who was that?
Never mind!
right through those chairs.
LA Park puts it away.
And up here at the top, I hate to...
Who is that?
Wait, you can see over his shoulder there, Project. Wait, is this...
And we get the official announcement. Here's the referee.
I think... I think that was Pat Monix. Rich, I think that was Pat Monix. That's the only project that I've been hearing about here at Warrior Wrestling. I think that might be the final or potentially final evolution of what Pat Monix has been retooling himself. I think that was Pat Monix.
Well, LA Park gets the victory and apparently wants to address the audience here tonight.
Damas y caballeros, yo hablo un poco inglés, pero un poquito que voy a decirles, quiero que se lo graben en su cabeza. Todos ustedes están en mi corazón. Gracias a todos ustedes, hoy soy nombrado uno de los 10 mejores luchadores del mundo. Gracias a todos ustedes. Y por eso quiero encargar y darle las gracias y que Dios me los bendiga a todos.
Nick, how's your Spanish?
You know, I'm very fluent in Spanish. Of course, he was speaking a lot of nice things. He said a lot of great things that I of course, understood because I am fluent in Spanish.
He saluted the crowd here at Warrior Wrestling. LA Park with the victory tonight over Sam Adonis.
And the ring being cleared of chairs here now as we've got 3 more big bouts to go to close out Warrior Wrestling here tonight.
Jordynne Grace set to defend the Progress Championship against Lisa Marie Varon, which could very well be her last match in Chicago. We'll talk about that and a lot more in just a moment. SCU set to battle OVE, and of course Brian Cage will defend the Warrior Wrestling Championship, and that's going to be an interesting matchup because for Cage, it really might be 1-on-3.
That's right, yes. Brian Cage taking on all 3 members of the Rascals, Dezmond, Xavier, Trey, Miguel, and Zachary Wentz, of course, will be the 3rd man there. All 3 of these guys going to be working together to try to take down the big man Brian Cage, and one of them could become the new Warrior Wrestling champion tonight.
Jordynne's first ever Progress defense was at Warrior 3. This, of course, her biggest challenge yet. An intergenerational dream matchup. Jordynne Grace, the Progress Women's Champion, putting the title on the line against... We putting the cart before the cart before the horse.
That's the right one.
Future Hall of Famer.
Yes.
In my opinion, and there she is. Am I nuts by saying future Hall of Famer?
No, absolutely. You're not nuts at all. I mean, Lisa Marie has had fantastic Hall of Fame worthy runs, not just in WWE, also at Impact Wrestling, a real trendsetter, a groundbreaker for women's wrestling. I mean, we're in the women's revolution right now, and if it weren't for women like Lisa Marie, I don't know that we'd be here.
Jordynne Grace has really made a name for herself in independent wrestling in the past couple of years. Progress Women's Champion, former Black Label Pro Heavyweight Champion, which I think is interesting. Not Women's Champion.
No.
Black Label Pro Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, a lot like freelance wrestling. Black Label Pro does not have divisions. They are every person for themselves. And here we go. Like you said, an intergenerational battle here between Jordynne Grace and Lisa Marie.
Jordynne Grace signed to Impact Wrestling. Lisa Marie, meanwhile, as we mentioned, she's announced that 2019 will be her final year in professional wrestling. She's retiring from the ring. It's a storied career that started way back in 2000 with a chance meeting with China at a gym she was training at. Lisa Marie, a fitness trainer, a fitness competitor, competitive weightlifter, and was convinced to start training. Trained in California. Matter of fact, was it UCW? Was that the training facility where John Cena first started out?
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
I'll Google that real quick. But there's old training video of John Cena and Samoa Joe training in the ring together. But anyway, that is where Lisa Marie started out.
And we're seeing the fundamentals here right now. You know, these two women.
Oh, look at this.
Kicking this off on the mat, grappling around. Lisa Marie trying to use her veteran prowess to keep Jordynne Grace, the very powerful Jordynne Grace, under control and grounded here. Smart move by Lisa Marie.
Variation of the horns of Aries. Jordynne Grace looking to set up for a suplex. But Lisa Marie able to roll her up, small package. And Jordynne's out at 2. Rolls her up again. And Jordynne able to power out at 2. Lisa Marie with a big kick.
Right to the and Jordynne Grace in the corner here. She really hasn't had a chance to breathe and find an opportunity to put any offense together here quite yet. And with that, here she goes, tossing Lisa Marie across the ring right there.
It just beeled her right across, good 10 feet.
Oh, for sure. I mean.
And again. Now listen, I'm always careful how I say this, right? But Lisa Marie is not she's not a petite woman.
Oh, no.
Okay? And look at how simply Jordynne Grace tossed her around.
Oh, well, and both of these women very powerful. Again, Lisa Marie, when she was regularly competing, was one of the most powerful women in all of pro wrestling. Now you got Jordynne Grace here on the scene, and I mean, look at that. Look at the power in that body right there. I mean, able to squat. I mean, let me see. I've got her squat. She can squat 225 pounds.
She can bench about 180.
Yeah, that's more than I weigh.
And she can fly as well. Jordynne Grace with a suicide dive. And Lisa Marie, you see her sprawled out on the floor, that big knee brace
and look
on
at
her right knee.
And look at Jordynne here, struggling to get to her feet on her own, using that guardrail.
The Progress Women's Championship is on the line in this matchup. Jordynne Grace is the champion. Lisa Marie, the challenger here, but
and what a huge setback.
Forced to kick out at 2, sorry.
That's fine. I was thinking here, as you talk about the Progress Women's title being on the line here, what a huge setback for Jordynne that would be to lose that title here.
That would be huge.
To have to go back to Progress knowing that she failed the company.
Lisa Marie just overpowering Jordynne, which doesn't happen very often. Cover for the title and a kick out at 2.
Yeah, Jordynne Grace was seen at AEW's All-In event months ago. She was picking Brian Cage up on her shoulders, the Warrior Wrestling Champion.
Huge spine buster.
Yeah, shades of Arn Anderson there.
Lisa Marie out at 2. Hooked the leg that time, and Jordynne unable to put it away. I think she knew she wasn't going to end it. Was trying to wear Lisa Marie down. Lisa Marie, 5-time Knockouts champion, Nick.
Yeah.
2-time WWE Women's champ. But right now it is the current Progress Women's champion, Jordynne Grace, who is in charge.
And Jordynne Grace is really, in a lot of ways, the future of the Impact Wrestling women's division. I mean, a packed roster of women right now over at Impact Wrestling. Not just Jordynne, Scarlett Bordeaux, Madison Rayne now back in the mix. Gail Kim coming out of retirement, a contemporary of Lisa Marie's. This would send a huge statement to all the women in the Impact locker room if Jordynne Grace was able to beat Lisa Marie.
Russian leg sweep and Jordynne Grace to the second turnbuckle. Maybe taking a little bit too much time. Yes, she did. Little too much time to play to the crowd, and Lisa Marie, the vet, made her pay. Fireman's carry. Oh! That took a lot out of Lisa, too, but she's able to roll over into the cover, and no, Jordynne pushed the shoulder up.
It is incredible to me to see Lisa Marie still pulling out moves that I've never seen her do, even at this stage in her career right now. She's waving her hat, doing her final lap, but she's still pushing herself.
Jordynne Grace knew what was coming. Lisa was playing to the crowd. Back and forth in the covers. That's a heavy right hand. Oh, and another one. Oh, what a clothesline from in close to put it away. And Lisa Marie gets the shoulder up at 2.
And Jordynne Grace is going to have to get creative now. She's thrown a lot at Lisa Marie. She's taking too much time jaw-jacking with the referee here, Rich. She's got to stay on top of Lisa Marie.
Oh, somebody like Lisa. Oh, no. Oh, no. Referee got bowled into.
I blame the referee. He was out of position.
Heads up here. Lisa Marie has the belt. She's got the belt, center of the ring. I was going to say, all it's going to take is a split second and a momentary lack of focus for Jordynne Grace to lose the title, and that is what might be happening right here.
That has got to be all she wrote. If the referee can get into position.
Oh, my God!
Oh, wow! What resilience on the part of Jordynne Grace.
You know, were it not for being dizzy after being crashed into, this match is over. That referee was very, very slow on the count. But she might be ready to put Jordynne Grace away right here. Lisa looked like she was going for a pile driver. Oh, Jordynne able to slide free. Uh-oh. Oh, my God! Package driver cover! That's it!
Beautiful.
We get the official announcement. Jordynne Grace barely survives Lisa Marie Varon tonight. And Lisa down in the center of the ring. She has lots of family and friends here tonight. Knowing full well that this could very well be her very last match in her hometown of Chicago. She said she's not scheduled to compete anywhere else within the Chicagoland area for 2019. Something may come up. Who knows? But for all we know, this could be the last time that Lisa competes in a ring here in Chicago, and what a classy move by the champion. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa.
I don't think Lisa's done yet. Uh-oh. Oh, the Widow's Peak!
And I was not expecting that, Rich. Lisa Marie obviously not happy to be going out on her back here in her home city of Chicago. She may not have got the win, but she wanted to leave an exclamation mark.
Jordynne Grace crashed down hard on her knees and appears to be favoring her left knee, which could be bad news for the Progress Women's Champion. She's in a lot of pain. The recipient, that devastating maneuver by Lisa Marie.
And Lisa Marie, I know you say this could be your last match in Chicago, but that didn't feel like the end of Lisa Marie here at Warrior Wrestling to me, Rich.
It certainly did not. Time will tell, but It is Jordynne Grace picking up the victory. A hard-fought one here tonight, retaining the Progress Women's Championship here tonight in Chicago. Warrior Wrestling 4 on the High Spots Wrestling Network. Happy to have you along. Rich Bocchini, Nick Hausman. Use the hashtag Warrior Wrestling 4. And Nick, of course, is the current editor, the
managing editor,
the managing editor of Wrestling Inc. That is INC, WrestlingInc.com.
Yes. Most traffic website on the planet for pro wrestling news. Thank you very much for giving us a little love there, Rich.
Sure, why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is a fatal four-way from the Warrior Wrestling Championship.
We are headed down into the home stretch of this event here tonight in Chicago. Warrior Wrestling Championship on the line in this one.
Introducing first, from Dayton, Ohio, the Cardiac King, Dezmond Xavier, the first Prince of Midair, Trey, Miguel, and too sick for this world, Zachary, Wentz,
These three kind of remind me of in the Lion King, sort of the hyenas. They kind of remind me of the hyenas from the Lion King. Vicious, moving a pack, catch you from any angle.
So you're saying they're like young lions, is what you're saying?
At this time,
No, if they were they'd be Simbas then. What are you talking about?
our special guest announcer for the champion. You've seen her on Lucha Underground and Impact. Melissa
And I was waiting for the music, but I don't need no music. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah? I don't think they're doing. I said, how are you guys doing tonight? Yes. So, do you guys mind if I introduce the next big guy in the ring? Huh? Do you? Oh, do you guys mind? Okay. So yes? And next, making his way to the ring, from the 5'9", they call him Cage.
He is the Warrior Wrestling Champion, the effing machine, Brian Cage.
What a monster.
And of course, Melissa Santos is Brian's wife. They recently had a baby, so they're proud parents. And if you're wondering why Melissa Santos introducing Brian Cage tonight, well, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's his significant other there right now. And he's going to need that.
Well, yeah, this is a really a match that is stacked against the champion, and you wonder if Brian may be upset, Principal Steve upset somebody here with Warrior Wrestling, because he's the champion. You would think champion's advantage, but instead this is it's a fatal four-way matchup, and not just your typical fatal four-way matchup, which is tough enough.
Correct.
To try to get through, but now you're defending your title against 3 guys who identify as a unit.
Well, I hear you. It's very overwhelming odds, especially against the champion here. But that's what Principal Steve is good at here, putting together unique matchups that push the combatants past their physical prime, past their peaks, and he wants to get the best out of our champion here at Warrior Wrestling, Brian Cage. And he can't just put him up against 1 or 2 big guys. I think 3 of the best high flyers on the planet. That's the kind of test Brian Cage needs here tonight.
Second defense of the Warrior Wrestling Championship for Brian Cage tonight. Won it back in September in the War of Attrition match, and successfully defended the title over in a match against Bandito in January. But a very, very different challenge for Cage. Obviously, he can lose the title without being pinned. So here's a question for you, Nick. If you are the Rascals,
sure, is
it all for one for all? Or do you think maybe one of these guys sees an opportunity to break away from the pack?
All right, well, first of all, look at all 3 of them here mocking Brian Cage and his very muscular physique. I don't know if that's a smart idea or not. I've heard of poking the bear, but in this case, I think it might be an actual bear.
That's Dezmond Xavier getting the start. Oh, man. Trey Miguel just got flattened, as did Zachary Wentz. So plain and simple, I mean, it's a 3-on-1 handicap match. Brian Cage setting up Miguel for a suplex. Miguel with a standing enziguri. Wentz and Dezmond Xavier. What happened there?
Hop and a skip.
Yeah, little mistime. Whoa!
And it's breaking down already.
I'm gonna say a little mistimed maneuver, but perhaps that was intended.
And Zachary Wentz was the odd man out here in the Rascals, and Trey Miguel and Dezmond Xavier looked to square off in the middle of the ring.
They're gonna try to showboat and one-up each other, these tag team partners. But heads up, Dezmond
Xavier standing tall.
That clothesline, Cage just basically ran right through it, snapped it in half.
And this man is not just all muscle. He could go, he could fly.
Brian Cage, who can not only overpower you, but has tremendous agility, tremendous speed, and tremendous creativity.
You know, you asked me earlier what I thought the strategy for the Rascals would be. I did not see this coming. I thought they'd work together for a longer period of time.
Brian Cage
lands on his feet.
Over the top rope, curled into like a boulder.
Yeah, like a rolling stone heading over the top rope there to the outside. And now Brian Cage, probably where he's most dangerous, in between those ropes.
Uh-oh, Zachary Wentz. Oh, planted. And Cage trying to put this away. Cover. Out at 2. Wentz able to stay alive again. It is a triple threat.
Fatal four-way.
Fatal four-way. I am blanking out here tonight.
I get it. It's easy to get confused here as you watch this action flying around the ring, Rich.
Point is, it is first pinfall submission.
It is.
That determines the winner.
Yes, and that is why we saw the Rascals so quickly turn on one another.
Wow.
But now,
double stop.
Now they're back on the same page.
I'm curious to see how this all unfolds, though, and what this means going forward for the Rascals.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. These guys get ahead of Brian Cage and they go at each other. I don't understand it.
Well, again, I mean, do you work as a unit, make sure that at least one of you takes the championship home? That's a win for everybody, isn't it?
What I do is all 3 of us, we work together. Oh, here we go.
Oh, gah! Trey Miguel wrenching the neck of Xavier. Misses with the clothesline. Now it's Wentz winded up. His kick caught. We're on a takedown, and Miguel with a drop kick. He might have hit him with a knee there.
Oh, yeah, he definitely got a piece of him.
Able to swing through. Cage caught him, but gets whipped down to the floor.
Very inventive here. Now stay on him. This is where all three of them need to get together. Drag Brian Cage up to the entranceway. Maybe get a pair of handcuffs. Attach him to the entranceway. Get him out of the match is what I'm saying, Rich.
Xavier into the cover, only gets a 1 count. Beautiful drop kick. Now we will see OVE in action later tonight. Of course, all three of these guys have had some connection in some form or another with Sami Callihan and the Chris brothers.
Oh, for sure.
Will be our main event as OVE takes on SCU, but this one for the Warrior Wrestling Championship. All three members of the Rascals competing against the champion Brian Cage. Here comes Dezmond. Xavier over the top rope and wipes out the champ on the outside.
Good, keep him down. The only way that the Rascals are going to have any chance of bringing that Warrior Wrestling title into their mix is if they can keep the big man down.
The odds stacked against Brian Cage here tonight. And you like Cage's strategies. Kind of, waiting on the outside, cover for the title, and no, kick out at 2. Nice running shooting star press.
You know, these Rascals, they're great, but I wonder if they're too concerned with trying to be the human highlight reels and not enough about getting this job done here tonight, Rich.
Either way, that was a flashy maneuver by Zachary Wentz. Now, Dezmond Xavier ducks under. Dezmond misses with the clothesline off the ropes. Corkscrew cross body by Wentz.
I think I saw at least 3 rotations there.
I was going to say, Brian Cage seems to be trying to wait on the outside for an opportunity if there's going to be a cover. Whoa, wait a minute. And I'll tell you what, the Rascals are doing a fantastic job of making sure that Cage is not involved in the matchup. I like Cage's strategy. Stay on the outside, save yourself, keep your energy reserves. When there's a cover, get in there, try to break it up. But I'm going to tell you what, Cage, every time that's been his strategy, the Rascals have been there to wipe that opportunity out.
You say that, Rich, but look who's back, Brian Cage.
Up and over. Back elbow, big kick. Big boot sends Xavier.
And the Swolverine on the prowl.
It is Wentz and Miguel trying to get free from the clutches of the effing machine, who's trying to set up for something huge. And whoa! From the outside in, double suplex.
Pure power from Brian Cage.
Running drop kick there. Will pose for the crowd. And the Warrior Wrestling Champion suddenly back in charge.
And all of the Rascals are down. They need to get up and they need to get back on the same page.
Xavier perched on the top rope. Cage with a big chop. Wow, that back elbow just rung the bell of Zachary Wentz. Wow! Rolling elbow. There goes Miguel. And now it is Wentz. Able to land on his feet. Cage misses. Wentz goes low, now goes high. Off the ropes. Oh! And Dezmond Xavier setting up. Cover. Oh!
Very good on Zachary Wentz's part, having the awareness to see his fellow Rascal there
Wentz
flying
back
off the
into
top.
the cover for the title. Xavier able to pull him free. Quickly back into the cover, hooks the leg. Well, now maybe some friction boiling over.
Yeah, this is the part where I think they're not going to be able to work together. I think this is the end point for the teamwork of the Rascals.
You wonder whether or not we are going to see a leader emerge from this trio. Dezmond Xavier with a huge cutter. Oh, low suicide dive. And Xavier with the championship in his sights.
Oh, beautiful.
Cover for the title. Oh, at the last moment.
Just right there, Rich. We almost saw the title change hands.
Wentz barely kicked out. But But perhaps, Nick, an opportunity, as I was saying, for one of these three rascals to emerge as a leader here tonight, to really take charge of this unit.
I don't know if these guys have a king. I think they're more of an autonomous collective.
Oh! Here's Miguel. Xavier crashing off the turnbuckles down to the mat. Miguel going to the top rope. Cage back to his feet. Here comes Trey. Miguel, the Meteora off the top. Caught by the effing machine and a huge buckle bomb. Brian Cage now with Miguel. Plants him. Cover. Still not enough.
Oh my goodness. What a show of just downright tenacity there from Trey Miguel to be able to kick out of that F9000 there.
Wow. Thought that Cage got the better of that exchange, but Wentz was able to get the knees up. And now off the top, Cage caught him. Taking his time on this suplex. Just holding him up there. One-handed. Oh! And Dezmond Xavier with a super kick. And Zachary. High knee.
And Cage dropped.
The Rascals poised to put this one. Oh no! Xavier, my God, took out his own teammate. Wentz with a Meteora.
Could we see the title change here? Trey Miguel's got the momentum.
Cover! Oh, and Cage still able to power out.
And look at that face on Trey Miguel. He can't even believe it. He's giving it all.
Warrior Wrestling Championship on the line in this matchup. We were milliseconds away from seeing this match end just moments ago. The champion, Brian Cage, misses with the discus lariat. Oh, and now nails Xavier. Cage again. Oh, God, drill claw.
And that right there.
Brian Cage outlasting all three members of the Rascals to retain the Warrior Wrestling Championship here tonight. What a match, Nick.
And still, Warrior Wrestling Champion, Brian Cage.
That right there, that is why Brian Cage is the Warrior Wrestling Champion. The ability to fend off three men. I mean, who's going to be able to stop a guy like Brian Cage?
How funny you should ask. Look who's just walked out to the ring.
That is Wardlow. He picked up a victory over Moose here earlier tonight.
I think Wardlow has called his shot. Will Cage accept? I guess we're going to find out, won't we?
I guess we will. We've got till Warrior Wrestling 5, which will be here in May. We'll see if Cage accepts the challenge.
Wardlow coming to the ring, and as you said, after defeating Moose earlier on here tonight, challenging the Warrior Wrestling Champion who outlasted Dezmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel, the Rascals, successfully retaining the championship here tonight. And Nick, we still have our main event on the way.
Oh yeah, one more big bout to go, and I mean, all props to the Rascals. They had a great showing here. I do think that they could have worked probably better together as a team, but Brian Cage needs another monster. He doesn't need three little monsters. He needs a big monster like Wardlow to push him to the limits.
Brian Cage and Melissa Santos. There we go. We got a shot of them there. They were saluting the fans here tonight at Warrior Wrestling in Chicago. And as we head to the home stretch here, we head towards our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to our big main event, we've got a couple awesome announcements. First,
That is Principal Steve, the man behind Warrior Wrestling.
Many of the students here of Marian Catholic.
Options are closed now, so check on the way out and see what you won. Third, because of his travel issues, LA Park will be doing meet and greets and selling merch after the show. And fourth, we announced this on social media today, but based on all the events tonight, we can now tell you the card for Warrior Wrestling 5. Warrior Wrestling 5 takes place Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day matinee, 2 p.m. show, right here. Based on the events from earlier this evening, what just happened right here. The first match for Warrior Wrestling 5 will be Brian Pillman Jr. versus the Ego Robert Anthony in a hair versus clown match.
What? Hair versus...
Ego wins. Ego and Frank will cut off Brian Pillman's mullet in the center of the ring. If Pillman wins, Ego must leave, and Pillman gets 5 minutes in the ring with Frank the Clown.
Well, doesn't seem fair.
Second match will be the first ever one-on-one confrontation between Sam Adonis and the Project Pat Monix. Our third match, based on what happened with Aries and Edwards, we can't seem to keep them from brawling or keep other people away, so we're going to find a way to keep people away. We're going to find a way to end it with Aries and Edwards, because on May 12th, Warrior Wrestling 5, Aries, Edwards, Steel Cage match. Also at Warrior Wrestling 5, based on what we just saw, Brian Cage will defend the Warrior Wrestling Championship against Wardlow. And for the first Women's Championship of Warrior Wrestling, because we didn't have a winner in our first match, we received a video text message earlier with a challenge for Jordynne Grace that Jordynne just accepted. The first Women's Championship match is Jordynne Grace versus Tessa Blanchard. And that match will have a special guest referee, Nora Greenwald, a.k.a. Molly Holly, will guest referee that match. And the sixth match we can announce for Warrior 5 on May 12th. International superstar, Lucha Underground superstar Daga will team up with the man making his Chicago debut, Volador Jr. And they will take on the team of Phoenix and Pentagon. We have just quietly put tickets on sale for Warrior Wrestling 5 on our website. Haven't announced it on social media. You guys know first. And if you buy your tickets before 5 p.m. tomorrow, use the code EARLYBIRD at checkout for a 20% discount off all tickets. You've got to buy by 5 p.m. tomorrow on the website. And our last announcement, it's time to draw the raffle winner for the Double or Nothing tickets. Our students are here to help. If you could please start the drum roll. And stop. Let's open that door. Cam, reach in, give us a ticket. Who's going to Double
Well, what an announcement for Warrior Wrestling 5. Those tickets available right now. And you heard Principal Steve say it. And it counts for those of you watching at home. Use that promo code by tomorrow at 5 o'clock and you get 20% off. Tessa Blanchard is going to take on Jordynne Grace for the... Wow, that is incredible. And look who is here. SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky.
I would come out here and say that this is the worst town I've ever been in. However, seeing that our opponents tonight are from the state of Ohio, maybe we can do it like this. Ohio is the worst town I've ever been. You've never been to Indiana. SoCal Uncensored is bringing a little bit of that California love. Because we are here to show you that we are the #1 trio. CD, Kaz, and Scorpio. Of all your favorite wrestlers, we're here to be the top 3. And I need you guys to provide the lyrics for me. So how's this on the count of 3? I got 3 letters I love to say, and if you say them with me, Chicago will make my day. So how about on the count of 3, we get a loud and a proud SCU. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we are set to go here in our main event. And as Christopher Daniels was addressing the crowd about what a terrible town Chicago is, and really what Ohio is, I don't know if you could hear one of the fans that...
Oh, I heard him.
Oh, hold on a second. I thought we were going to get some fireworks right there. But no, one of the fans said you've never been to Gary, Indiana.
Well, Gary...
Which set us off pretty well because, you know...
How dare that fan besmirch the good name of Gary, Indiana?
I know. Gary has a very long and storied history of being one of the all-American cities in our great country.
Pretty sure that's the home of some famous people the Jackson family's from, Gary, Indiana, I believe.
So here we go. It is AEW versus Impact.
This is a huge match, Rich. You know, we've had a lot of great action here tonight, but really to see, you know, two of the core talents, two of the core groups from Impact Wrestling and AEW going heads up here at Warrior Wrestling. We aren't going to be able to see these kinds of matches for much longer, I don't think, Rich. We got to enjoy this while we can. And Jake,
I was just about to say Jake Christ
yeah.
starting off for the Impact unit. And that is Frankie Kazarian starting things off for the SCU. SoCal Uncensored. Kazarian, you know he's a bass player, right?
Yeah, he's a bass player I wrote down the name of his band.
Vex Temper.
That is right. Vex Temper, the name of his band.
I haven't heard them. Have you heard them?
I've heard Kaz play bass before. He was on the Cruise of Jericho. I know he was jamming out with Papa Buck and Fozzy and all that. So I've heard Kaz play. I haven't had the chance to catch him live. But look at this, OVE.
Sammy Callahan threw a chair into the ring. Scorpio Sky quickly disposes of it. This thing could get out of hand quick with these six guys out here. You know, especially with Sammy Callahan. I mean, just chaos seems to follow him around.
Look, I know that SCU is a veteran group of men here, but let's be real. You know, with the being the elite stuff at AEW, they're frolicking, fun, fancy-free, smoking cigars, going to the Super Bowl. I don't want to say they've gone soft, but you got to be able to be as hard as OVE. I mean, these are psycho killers, are OVE.
Daniels and Kazarian have their own comic book line. Kazarian, also, you talk about, you know, all the different deals, different things he's part of. Actually part of that cigar business with Cody Rhodes, American Rebel Cigars.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, OVE has really made Dayton, Ohio their base of operations. Jake Christ actually owns a tire store there.
He does?
Dave Christ, Sammy Callahan, they run Rockstar Pro, which is based in Dayton, Ohio. They've recently just opened their own bar and performance venue. So a lot of things going on, all surrounding professional wrestling, and you wonder sometimes with all these distractions going on, how do you focus on what it's really all about, and that's getting victories here in the squared circle, in the ring.
You know, and that's the thing. SCU arguably riding a huge wave of momentum here right now, but you cannot slouch on OVE. Jake Christ is taking a big risk here.
Flying cross body into the cover.
Jake Christ
gets a 1 count.
He's the definition of, I think, the modern hybrid wrestler. Jake
or Dave?
Jake Christ. Jake Christ here. Well, Dave Christ, also a great wrestler, but Jake Christ, you know, he had his first Ultimate X match at Impact's Homecoming. He's going to be having another Ultimate X match at United We Stand WrestleMania weekend. This guy knows how to get the job done under crazy circumstances.
Beautiful drop kick connects. Scorpio Sky caught Chris right in the chin. With a knee backbreaker, Sky into the cover, doesn't hook the leg. Christ is out at 2. An event here tonight in what has been a highly anticipated and a highly exciting night of action in Chicagoland. Looking forward to coming back here on, May the 12th, right? Mother's Day.
May the 12th, absolutely.
Warrior Wrestling 5. We just heard the announcement. Tessa Blanchard and Jordynne Grace will compete for the first ever Warrior Wrestling Women's Championship. And here the chant for the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. Slingshot in with the elbow drop. The tag was made. There's a leg drop, and now Scorpio Sky with a splash.
Great teamwork there from SCU.
And Scorpio Sky, not the legal man.
And a good job on referee Brian Stifler here on being able to catch that.
Got to be tough to keep track of who's who and who's supposed to be in there, but And fantastic job by our official. I believe Kazarian is the legal man.
I believe he is as well. And great work here by SCU, getting Jake pulled away from OVE.
Oh! Less of a drop kick and more of a kind of like a slingshot double stomp, really.
Those three doing such a good job.
Hold on here into the cover. And Jake Christ powers out at 2. Dave and Callahan waiting for their opportunity, but so far SCU has cut the ring, I'd say, less than in half. They've cut it into a third.
Yeah, Jake Christ here, I mean, he is dwindling energy-wise here. I mean, you can see his eyes starting to get a little foggy. He's sweating a lot. He's getting a little winded. He wants to get to his corner and pull Daniels with him, and he was successful, but Daniels able to sneak away.
Now all 6 men in the ring. This could be a powder keg. Here we go, Nick.
We got 2 rival factions here in full-on warfare.
And brawling to the outside, those broken guardrails from earlier on with LA Park.
That's right, we could have some jagged steel out there, real easy to cut yourself.
Kazarian and Dave Christ. I think Dave Christ has dug his thumb into Kazarian's left eye. Christopher Daniels stalking. Dave Christ is being stalked.
Dave Christ, it looks like he's on the prowl. I'm very confused. Our cameraman appears to have been compromised in all the action out here. I'm going to let my own eyes follow the action here as I look at the ring.
There's Daniels and Jake Christ on the outside of the ring. Look out.
Looks like Scorpio and Dave Christ. That's Jake Christ right there. That's getting a...
Went after Daniels' left eye.
Scorpio Sky joining in on the beatdown of Jake, who's really taking the most punishment here from OVE.
Not a lot of room between the front row, the guardrail, and the ring, huh? Look at that. Now, somehow, after all of that, now I don't blame the official, but somehow Scorpio Sky is in there as the legal man. There was never a tag.
Yeah, I'm a little confused here right now, and the referee, I'm sure, has done a great job of trying to keep order, but maybe just best to let these guys fight. Beautiful bit of offense there from Dave Christ.
At this point, it's really just, every man for himself. Legal, not legal, doesn't really matter, I suppose. You try keeping track of it and try keeping these guys in line.
I mean, when you got these kinds of young lions in there, you got to let them fight.
Sammy Callahan with the suplex. Oh! Christopher Daniels with the STO.
I can just feel the back of my head popping off that mat.
The fallen angel, Christopher Daniels, is promptly blinded by Callahan. Digging those thumbs, those fingernails on the dirt and grime. You've seen Sammy Callahan. Oh! You know what a disgusting individual he is.
And look, we will not hear the end of it from Sammy if OVE is able to take down SCU tonight.
Main event action here in Chicagoland. Scorpio Sky.
Oh, wow, right across the jaw.
A full head of steam, and Jake Christ was able to get the leg up. Now, Kazarian looking around. Christ again. Sent up and over. Able to use the middle rope to get some leverage, but that only served to hurt him even more. Dave Christ with a page out of Bugs Bunny's playbook.
Yeah, but brought out of the cartoons and right into the real world here tonight, Rich.
Say that again.
Brought out of the comics and into the real world. You want me to say it 5 times fast?
No, it's quite all right. Here's Sammy Callahan. He just tossed himself over the rope, I think.
His own momentum carried him to the outside. And Daniels
may have pushed down on that top rope as Callahan like the Tasmanian devil charged right at him.
It is incredible to me how many different variations of the moonsault Christopher Daniels can hit. Every one of them beautiful.
Jake Christ holding on to Daniels' leg, trying to... Wow, that created the distraction that he needed. Brainbuster by Callahan. It prevented Daniels from getting back in the ring, and now Callahan dragging the lifeless fallen angel across the ring. And the sole of the boot right into the eyes. It is Dave Christ going to work. Daniels, who was blinded earlier by not only Callahan, but Christ as well, by digging the thumb into his eyes. Christ did the same thing to Kazarian. It's a 2 count there. Daniels again. Powers out at 2, and Dave Christ, who's just abusing the fallen angel. Just very subtle things that Chris does, like the way that he places he put you in a chin lock, but placing the thumb in such a way that it digs into your cheekbone or digs into your eye or maybe fish hooks your cheek a little bit.
Well, that's the thing is OVE, it's not just that they're mean, it's not that they're dangerous, it's that they're smart. Maybe too smart for their own good. Technically sound with an edge, just like that.
Case in point, perfect example. Nothing more needs to be said. And as Scorpio Sky trying to let the official know what's going on, all that's doing is allowing OVE to run rampant on Christopher Daniels.
And this is where Dave Christ is in his element. Dave Christ, I don't know
if here, shoulders are down, and Daniels out at 2. And again, in that small triangular portion of the ring in that corner.
Good. I mean, I'm glad to see OVE turning the tides here. I mean, they're tangoing with SCU here. They got to get on the same page here. They lost it earlier in the match, and now they're trying to get that momentum. Jake Christ here with a beautiful submission hold applied. And he, of all of the screws that are loose in OVE, I think Jake might have the most loose. Something not right up top there with that guy.
You think that there are more screws rattling around in his head than Sammy Callahan?
See, but with Sammy's the captain though, right? He's got enough wherewithal to be able to keep this group in line. I don't think Jake has that.
Tandem maneuver, wheelbarrow, cover. And, well, Sammy Callahan, the legal man. Johnny on the spot, our official here tonight.
And good on him. Again, referee Brian Stifler here doing a great job of keeping an eye on who all is involved in this match. And right now, Sammy Callahan just trying to flush all the oxygen out of Christopher Daniels' body. And you can see with that wrist right underneath his chin there.
Not a lot of daylight there, huh?
No.
It's very close to being a choke.
Kind of pushing his Adam's apple a little further back in his throat.
Daniels trying to find something that's untapped to fight back, but Callahan quickly snuffs that out. Jake Christ and Callahan again with a tandem maneuver. Running corner splash. Irish whip splash. Callahan and Christ. I think they're going to the well one too many times here.
And Daniels has got to get to his corner.
Uh-oh. Callahan up and over the top rope. Daniels not sure
looking at the wrong corner.
Yeah, he's not sure which way to turn. Can he get there? Callahan pulled Scorpio Sky.
Dave Christ got, it looks like Kazarian.
Cover. And Chris got Kazarian. And Sky was yanked off the ring apron by Callahan. And now Jake Christ with the chin lock applied. Variations by Chris just grinding Daniels down. He had that face lock and the wrist right on the bridge of the nose a little bit earlier on. Right here, very simple chin lock. Transition a bit more into a face lock now as Daniels back to a vertical base and just going to wildly fling. There's Dave Christ with a boot to the back. And quickly, whatever threat there may have been is neutralized by OVE. And Dave into the cover. Daniels again able to power out. He really needs to get to that corner. He was inches away from making a tag. But Dave Christ, Sammy Callahan, they knew exactly where to be and when to be there, and they pulled the other members of SCU right off the apron.
And Sammy and Jake have both taken turns choking Christopher Daniels, getting the oxygen out of his body. look at Dave Chris now here, just playing with Daniels, pounding him in the chest, trying to get the last few breaths out of his body.
Daniels still digging deep. I mean, he's still got fight in him, but every time he starts battling back, OVE is there to answer. Now can he make the tag? He was looking around in the wrong corner earlier on.
Yeah, you got Dave Chris going to SCU. Daniels was going to OVE. These guys got to get it turned around.
Daniels able to make the tag, and here comes Scorpio Sky.
House of Fire.
Running clothesline, and Callahan. And Jake Christ paying the price. Reversal on the Irish whip. Double stop by Sky. Jake Christ able to catch the kick. What a maneuver. And a transition by Scorpio Sky as he went for that kick. Had nothing else to do. Transitioned into a cutter. And the offense continues.
And Scorpio Sky had a lot of time to get his breath on the ring apron there.
Callahan was able to slide free off that top turnbuckle. Callahan setting up Sky in the corner. Oh!
And that could be all she wrote right there. What a huge upset.
Kick out at 2.5.
I really thought they had him there.
Obviously, the members of SCU not only looking forward to the launch of AEW, if you will, but looking forward to this May in Las Vegas. Double or Nothing.
That's right. A couple weeks right after Warrior Wrestling 5.
Just gave away some tickets to that earlier on here tonight. Somebody won that in a raffle. But point being, well, if SCU loses this matchup, you talk about momentum going into a big event. That would have to weigh on their minds, no doubt, that Impact beat them.
Yeah. I mean, and for Impact Wrestling to pick up a victory over, one of AEW's top attractions, that's huge.
We'll see what happens. Kazarian trying to make sure that that is not the case. Dave Chris trying to hold on to the top rope, and again, trying to pin the non-legal man. Look at this, bridging Northern Lights.
Heavy Metal Rebel.
Yeah, he powering out Dave Christ and Jake Christ. Scorpio Sky trying to catch his breath in his corner.
And Frankie Kazarian really looking in the best shape of his career here right now.
Just tagging right hands, the members of OVE.
Shades of Brian Cage versus the Rascals right here.
Triple big boot. Slows Kazarian down. Dave Christ with Kazarian up in the electric chair.
Time to play a little chicken.
Oh! Gigantic electric chair cutter. Scorpio Sky and Christopher Daniels able to break up the cover in triplicate. Our main event here tonight in Chicago. Warrior Wrestling 4. So happy you could join us on the High Spots Wrestling Network. OVE taking on SCU. Kazarian. Sky. And now Daniels. Hold on, cover.
Callahan just barely able to snake his way in there.
Thought for a second there Daniels was going to go to the top.
It looked that way.
Callahan has neutralized the situation as OVE tries to regain control, but it is Kazarian with other ideas. Callahan with a big boot. Kazarian off the ropes. Double knee face breaker. Jake Christ.
Dave Christ now.
Or Dave Christ, I should say. Scorpio Sky now with a running high knee.
Giant knee to the face.
Callahan with another big boot. Here comes Daniels. Callahan misses. Daniels with an enziguri.
And there's Jake Christ.
Big super kick. Oh! Spinning heel kick. Oh, look out. Oh, God, the referee got hammered. The referee got hammered.
And even if they're able to get the pin, the referee's down. What do you do in this situation?
Daniels was set to go for the Angels wings. It is, yeah, there it is. But the referee is down and out.
What SCU's got to go over there and grab that referee. And wait, that's Jessica Havoc.
What's she doing back out here? She has no place being back out here. She has no place in the ring to begin with.
She laid out Britt Baker and Kylie Rae earlier tonight.
Choke bomb by Jessica Havoc.
Squarely in the corner of OVE, and she is making her presence felt. And out to the rescue here. Look.
Oh, hold on. That's Kylie Rae and Britt Baker.
We mentioned it earlier, the first two signees of AEW. Double super kicks. This really is AEW versus Impact, isn't it?
AEW in full effect here.
Kylie Rae, suicide dive. Takes out Callahan. Takes out Havoc. Jake Christ is stirring.
The Chris brothers in there alone right now with Kazarian.
Daniels laid out in the corner. Kazarian shoves Jake into Dave. Scorpio Sky with a cutter off the ropes. Jake Christ able to hold on to the top rope. Kazarian with a big cutter. And it is now 3-on-1. SCU in position to put this thing away.
Beautiful.
That's it. Team SCU wins it. Kazarian, Daniels, and Sky.
Team AEW wins it, Rich. SCU stands tall. Back up from Britt and Kylie Rae.
Nick, you're absolutely right. Team AEW, Team SCU getting the victory here tonight despite the attempted interference. Well, the interference by Jessica Havoc, but that was quickly evened up by Kylie Rae and Britt Baker.
And you can see a despondent Sammy Callahan on the outside there, having no idea how it got to this point. How did his team fall to SCU?
You get the sense that Callahan's not done yet, is he?
Well, he's grabbing his brethren there, Jake Christ.
Most times this would be the moment where our music plays to a loud ovation from our fans, but apparently the electric bill didn't get paid tonight. Unfortunately, there's no music. So, to make it up to you, I'm going to sing our new music. I'm absolutely 100% kidding. I will not be singing for you. You guys were great. You don't deserve me singing to you and ruining your night with my terrible voice. But I will say this, Warrior Wrestling, tonight was a long night of wrestling. You saw a lot of matches. You saw a lot of great wrestlers come out of that ring. On that long ring, come into the ring and bust their ass for you. See, I knew Chicago had it in them. I knew Chicago was a place where great professional wrestling was going on. Hell, we were here for All In, weren't we? And Warrior Wrestling is making that same claim to bringing great professional wrestling to Chicago. So thank you for supporting Warrior Wrestling. Thank you for supporting SCU. Warrior Wrestling wouldn't be here without you fans. Thank you for their support. Good night, everybody.
That is going to do it here from Chicagoland. What a night of action it has been. We will see you in May for Warrior Wrestling 5. What a night of action for Nick Hausman, for all of us here at Warrior Wrestling. I'm Rich Bocchini saying so long. We'll talk to you again this May. Good night, everyone.